Just jump in the screen, fam. I don't know what to do, fam. I don't even know what to say.
So much. You're good, yeah?
Oh, your face killed me. It's the perfect intro. It was the perfect way to.
I don't know what to say, cuz. My life is going.
You see that? My life's. I'm
Jules, we
feeling
saying you're
so
good though,
right
yeah?
now. I'm happy, man. I'm blessed up. I'm still unbeaten so
You
far
man
this
can do
season.
the intro, fam. You man
I'm
have been on
feeling
the show
good.
enough times. You man do the intro, fam. I don't know what to say.
And we're back for another episode of Big Six Bants Champions League roundup. As you can see, there's some happy faces and some not so happy faces. But George, we telling you good, yeah?
Yeah, man. 3-point collectors again, man. Calm. I'm very well.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Beautiful start. Beautiful start. And Muntz, yourself, my boy. What's going on? Seem to be throwing glasses across the room. What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm trying to find the rays still.
Need that uncle, man. Need that Uncle Ray with you right now.
It's in the attic. I don't want to run upstairs yet because I've got too much to say. Well, it's got too much to say.
So what happened once? I didn't even watch the game, fam. Obviously, I was watching the beautiful football.
The lineup had kind of already pissed me off, but I didn't expect it to be as bad as it was. I think when you get time, I know you got BT Sports in it. Definitely don't watch the full 90. Just watch the first 30 minutes. Just watch the first 30 minutes, yeah? And it's going to tell you everything you needed to see. It was just that for the rest of the game. Don't even waste your time watching the rest of it. What I'll say now is that everyone, in the calmest way possible, everyone expected James Milner not to start this game. It was supposed to be Arthur, Thiago, or Arthur and Elliott and Fabinho, and then whatever front three and the usual back line. Maybe Joe Matip this time since he's come off the bench twice now. So there was obvious changes you was going to make because clearly man haven't been performing for, you can see, a long time now. Obviously, Robertson hasn't been performing. Trent, okay going forward, but hasn't been performing. Virgil isn't going to get dropped, but he hasn't been anywhere near his best. Gomez has looked better, but like, he ain't pulling up no trees. You know what I'm saying? Fabinho consistently looks tired. Like, Ray Charles can't see nothing. Don't even check his shoulders. I don't know what's wrong with him. Milner is Milner. Henderson's injured. Liverpool fans thought that was going to be the blessing. It weren't the blessing. Arthur didn't come on till it was 4-1 down in the 80th minute when man were walking around.
No way. No way. Klopp has lost his head. I'm just
and then on top of that, bro, James Milner got a yellow card in like the 5th minute, fam. In like the 5th minute. He gave away a pen and got a yellow in the 5th minute. And no, he didn't get a yellow card for giving away the pen. It was for a separate tackle. Let me break that down. Donny gave away a pen in the 5th minute. And yeah, it was harsh. Whatever. But like, he then goes and gets a yellow and Guisa fucked him up. Pirouetting him and shit. He pirouetted Fabinho, Firmino, and Milner all in the same half. These man got...
What about that white centre-mid as well?
Man fucked up Gomez like how Kane fucked up Lovren like 5 years ago, fam.
Is it that bad?
It was as bad as that, fam. I swear to you, it was bad as that. Salah looked like he had his soul ripped out of him. I don't know what that guy was on.
Was he baking on the right? Far right.
Darwin Nunez. Bro, it's got to the point where he's just comical. He's just a funny footballer. Klopp brought on Darwin Nunez and Jota at the same time. And we couldn't. And how about this? We couldn't string the ball. We couldn't string 5 passes. At least when we were getting fucked up, we could string 5 passes. We finished that game with about 70% possession. You know that?
No way.
Bro. Pointless possession.
Sounds mad.
Pointless possession. I can't lie. We're just going to have to start calling this guy Central C, man. Because whenever...
By the way, he didn't start, by the way. Firmino started, by the way. But like, there's so much wrong with what was going on in that first half. But when everyone saw James Milner on that team sheet, yeah, I even put out a tweet. I said, Jurgen Klopp's going to kill me today. He's going to kill me today. How is Milner starting? Everyone was losing their minds. I went into Liverpool spaces. Man were cussing and crying because James Milner was starting. Because there was actually a picture where, remember we played Napoli 4 years ago and we
Yeah,
lost.
I saw that, and it was a very similar lineup. So it was about
Did you
two
see the
changes.
tweet where Mandem said Milner's still starting 4 years later? You saw, brother.
It's
I don't even know. And comments, I'll get to you, man, in a second. I promise. Comments, I'll get
I
to
can't
you.
like, you know what's mad, yeah? You man can pull the injury card. I allow you. Like, there's a few injuries.
No, this isn't an injury thing.
One second, let me land. You man can pull the injury things, but you know what it is. Even when you got the injuries, and Klopp is still not picking the right personnel that's available. It's a mad thing. I saw Cater and Chamberlain were out in the Champions League squad. That's a mad thing. You're meant to let Chamberlain's injured, but why is he out for the Champions League squad? Full stop. I don't get it.
Brother.
Do you know how mad that is? Man, I feel like they're young G's or they're too old. Like, I don't get it.
Do you want me to add more context, Ethan? Do you want me to add even more context to it? At halftime, we were 3-0 down. Napoli missed the pen. Alisson saved the penalty, so it could have been 4. Okay. And then guess what changes you make at halftime? In fact, Ethan, what change would you make at halftime? You're 3-0 down. For Liverpool, who would you bring off the bench? You have Thiago on your bench. You have Jota on your bench. You have
taking
Nunez
off Milner straight away.
On your bench. You have Simicast.
We had a very Milner off, and you do Firmino off. Bring on, of course. I guess you got to bring on Nunez either way. Like, but if you give
Jota's on the bench as well.
Go down, bro. You'll go down.
I'll be real.
I hear the bringing them both on. I do hear it.
No. But no, Ethan, this is what happens.
First 10 minutes, Milner's off. First 10 minutes, he's off.
This is what happened, Ethan. At halftime, Klopp kept Milner on. He kept him on, and only subbed on Matip. That was it.
Yeah, I can't lie. Klopp's lost it.
And then we conceded. And then we conceded 90 seconds into the second half.
I want to know: is it Klopp's time? We saw his German counterpart goal. Is it Klopp's time?
Fam, it might have to be Klopp and Tuchel at the job centre tomorrow, fam. I don't know, G. I don't know right now. I'll be honest.
Man are pulling the plug on him like that. You know what's crazy as well? We did a similar thing with Poch. Like, so many good years of good stuff, and then like one little half. What's it be? 6 games with Poch. I think it was. It was a bit like
no,
it was over
we
10
were ropey
games.
the season before. We were ropey like
we were ropey. Yeah. Our away record was dead, but it's like, where's the loyalty? That's what I'm starting to think, because we missed out. We fucked up. We sold Poch maybe a bit too early. We didn't back him. With Klopp, he didn't really get backed either. You man are willing to pull the plug now.
But it's not about. But it's Ethan. Like, cool. Klopp didn't get backed. Is that an excuse to be as bad as it is?
No, of course not. He's making his own mistakes.
You're telling me, I can hear him bringing on Nunez and Jota. He brought them on at 4-1 down at walking pace in the 75th minute, bro. 70th minute, bro. The game was on. The only one who can hold their heads up in that game is Alisson and Diaz. Them man can get on the plane. The rest of them can walk home. I swear to God, fam. The rest of them can walk home. The rest of James, as Corey said, James Milner, that first 10 minutes, it was making my eyes bleed, fam. It was making my eyes bleed.
Yeah, I can't lie. He'd be off in first 10 minutes. He's off for me personally.
Off.
But Montel, I'm here to say I don't care, brother. I hope you enjoyed your time at the top, and I warned you, treasure it, enjoy it. Because whenever you win a cup, enjoy it. Treasure these moments, because you don't know when they're going to come back. Right now, you don't know when they're coming back, fam.
I had the cheek not to celebrate that community show. I had the cheek.
You should have celebrated all
four. I had the cheek. I brushed that community show. I brushed it off, fam. I brushed off that community show like nothing.
Don't brush any cup. Any cup
you win, you don't brush it. I didn't brush the FA Cup, I can't lie, but still.
Celebrate
I don't even know what to say, fam. I don't even know what to say, fam. I can't protect these men no more. I can't, fam.
This performance.
I can't lie though. Do you know what's really strange to me? Why I'm hearing about this, like Salah's playing this new role thing, but why has he played so bad this season? Why is he not getting on the score sheet?
Bro, blame Norbert, fam. Blame Norbert Klopp, fam. Norbert Klopp. Trying to turn Salah into some fucking creator, fam. Turn him into a creator, making him a touchline winger.
I
Tell
hear
him
him. I don't rate him.
Why would you put Salah as far away from the goal as possible? Telling him to go get chalk in his boots. Why would you do that? In order to cater for Darwin Nunez.
Bro, I can't lie to you. Montel, I'll be real. I don't even think. Obviously, your attack is not firing, but I don't even think it's your attack that's the main problem.
Bro, the defense is looking.
The defense are moving mad.
But like, every time we lose the ball, it's just 2 men at the back, and then man are countering us.
Jogging. Like, I think the third goal, like the ball get intercepted, and them lot are on the counter attack.
The third goal, Joe Gomez made. Joe Gomez made 2 mistakes for 2 goals.
Oh no! I can't I see Trent jogging.
How about this? Joe Gomez got bodied for 1, and Van Dijk made a clearance off the line. That should have been a goal. There was another one for the goal, the one where he squared it, where Gomez, like, he's running back towards goal. He should just pass it back to Alisson. Donny's all checking his shoulders like this, and he just got bodied off. And then he got ripped again. You got ripped again. Twice.
Don't forget the Fabinho one as well. I saw Fabinho got ripped twice in the second.
Fabinho stuck in the leg, got stuck in another leg. I thought he injured himself.
Spamming circle.
It sounds so crazy that you're talking about. It sounds so crazy you're talking about pool players like that, fam. I thought they were untouchable. Big bad thing.
Do you know what? Do you know where my anger stems from?
Getting dismantled by Napoli.
My anger stems from. I conceded to the fact that we're done out here, innit? Like, I conceded to the fact, not even from the draw at Everton. It was more so. I think it was the game before that. Yeah, but I still thought we can churn out shitty 1-0s, or shitty 2-1s, like just the nasty little wins. Now, and I was on Never a Foul yesterday. Shout out Daps. Shout out Thiago's father, Ramel, and Jamie Phillips. Yeah, and we done a preview. We done a preview yesterday, so before the City game and that. And man, them were telling me, "Oh, you don't just have to watch it, fam." Man, them were telling me there's nothing wrong with Liverpool's system, fam. And I sat there, and I said to these man, I said, "What do you mean? There's nothing."
They're all agreeing with each other.
All of them, apart from maybe Ramel was like a little bit, it's a bit too positive. I said, how can you, man, be so positive? I said, how? How this one guy, big up Thiago's father, but his football opinion stinks. It stinks, cuz. It stinks, cuz. Clip it. I don't care. It stinks, cuz. Man is telling me, as a football fan, other teams have played well. Give credit to other teams. I said, brother, we're getting done by simple 1-2s. It's not hard to beat us right now. Like, I said, you can't. I said, we played awful against Fulham. He said, no, give credit to Fulham. I said, what?
You men are fallen from grace. I promise you.
I said, you're trying
on a Space Jam thing. The talent's all gone.
I can't lie.
Bro, there were Liverpool fans out there. No, there are Liverpool fans out there. There are Liverpool fans out there saying there's nothing wrong with the system and saying that, acting like we should be positive, fam. And saying that other teams are playing exceptionally well and they've all been clinical against us. What football are you watching?
I can't lie. The chances you lot conceded was crazy. Like,
bro,
crazy.
It's the base. You can't tell me we're tired. You can't tell me Liverpool players are tired because it's basic. It's basic.
No, but I see.
They are burnt out. The players are burnt out, 100%.
Trent look.
It's not burnt out. No, the players. They look like, for me, they look like players. Some players have given up. They look like some of them have given up on the manager.
But George, burnout isn't always a physical thing, bro. Sometimes it's a mental thing. Like, sometimes you need a shake, bro. Trust me. Like, it just happens, bro. Play, it will expire, bro.
I can't like deep, but like usually, whenever you watch Liverpool, like they're pressing from all fronts. Like, man, them can from that game I watched, you guys barely pressed the ball. Like, every time you guys started the press, it's like you man slowed down. You man slowed down. You man are tired, bro.
Who's tired, bro? I understand being tired, yeah. But when you can't do the basics, fam. You cannot do the basics. I'm not having it.
3 years of probably pressing
front foot football.
The hardest you've ever pressed.
Joe Gomez has been injured for 3 years. Harvey Elliott hasn't been in the team, and Diaz is a new footballer, bro. Milner hasn't played that much football, bro.
Okay, Monto, listen to what I'm saying here. You just mentioned 3 people. These 3 people, like Nunez, who else? Gomez. Yeah, maybe not Gomez, but Nunez, Harvey
Gomez is
Elliott.
the worst one on the pitch today, though.
I know he was the worst one on the pitch, but I'm saying as a team, bro. Yeah, you guys have been doing this for 3 years.
5 years.
Playing 5 years. Cool. Let's see. It's better on my point. 5 years of pressing higher than any other team in the Premier League, running more distance than any other team in the Premier League for 5 years straight. And you don't think eventually that these men are just going to be done out?
Corey.
You can't make these men concentrate for 5 years.
We stopped playing heavy metal press in 18-19, bro. Buvac
left. Last season, bro.
Corey, no. Buvac left and Pep Linders came in. So it wasn't a mindless press. The press became a lot more tactical rather than just pressing every single time like in 17.
I'm not even saying this. I'm not even saying that, Monta. I agree with you. It may be more tactical, but bro, you guys still pressed very, very hard. Very, very hard. Even if it's tactical. Give me another team that's pressed harder than you.
Corey, do you know why I'm not hearing it? Do you know why I'm not hearing it? Because I heard the burnt out thing at first. Like I heard it at first after a few like shit games. I heard it at first.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at it and I'm going, bro, I'm gonna be so real, be so honest. Like when I watched the Community Shield game, the way we played against City, did it look tired to you? Because we played the most preseason games as well, by the way. Did it look tired to you then?
I can't lie, but you guys didn't play like amazing though, did you?
Yes, we did.
It looked sharp.
We played them.
You know what? I'd add to Corey's point, yeah. You know, in terms of City, let's compare you man to City. Yeah? You man City been going at toe and toe for years, yeah. But at least with City, the Pep rotation's mad every single game. You don't know who's going to start.
You man don't have
they're playing the same. They're playing the same football, and the person whoever comes in is filling in for that role just as well as the other person. Like Trent, bro, the standard's going to drop with slapping in Milner. Robertson, fair enough. You slap in what's my man and Simicas. The drop-off's not too brazy, but when a man them are playing 30 plus games a season in the same high intensity for years on end, bro, you're gonna crumble, bro. I can't lie. It's the bottom line. Performances are gonna sway. Performances are gonna sway. They're not gonna. Performances, unfortunately, performances aren't gonna stay at this level throughout. They're gonna drop. They're gonna sway.
It's not even that though, because as Mont said, there's been clear tactical changes that are affecting this team and why they're not playing as well as they had in previous seasons. They changed the way Salah plays. They've now got Darwin Nunez in the middle who can't finish. We knew he couldn't finish. He's not great on the ball. We knew all his faults, but yet they still sacrifice Salah to try and make it work for him. It's not working right now. They're using they have a good bunch of midfielders. Let's not lie. They do have a good amount of players that they can rotate if they need to be.
I don't think they do.
Well, I think Harvey Elliott.
He's talking about when the team's fit, when everyone's fit.
Yeah, when everyone's fit, Harvey Elliott, Carvalho, Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, Milner, Chamberlain. That's like 7 central midfielders.
I feel that with Liverpool, you kind of need more than that because of the way you guys,
Chamberlain came in at the end of. Chamberlain came in when that man went AFCON and done a thing, bro. Came in and
they have more than enough decent midfielders to keep them going, but Klopp continues to choose the wrong pairing, get it wrong time in and time out, and not make the right changes at the right time.
Thank you, John.
So what do you man think it is
to not start Arthur today? You can't tell me it wasn't criminal to start Milner over Arthur today. Can't tell me that.
Definitely, and that's a manager's fault. But what do you man think it is then? Do you man think it is? It's a transition from one system to another then, possibly.
Well, obviously obviously the system has changed. It's obvious the system has changed to try and accompany a natural 9. But it's clear that the man them can't. It's either an adjusting period or the man them just can't do it. Which one is it? I personally don't know which one it is. Either the man them just aren't.
I think you're just done at it. I can't lie.
Like,
I'll be real.
I think you have to, if you're gonna play a certain way,
Ethan's loving
it. A certain way.
I'm loving it, bro. I warned once beginning of the season. Anyone on BSB that remembers beginning of the season, I warned once, strap in. It's gonna be a long ride. He laughed at me, bro. He said, "You don't know what's gonna come. You don't know where to." I warned him several times. Man, don't call me crazy, bro. You know them guys on the streets that say, "Oh, change your life. Jesus is coming." I sounded like that guy. I promise you, I got crucified. But look at Monts now, fam. Who would have thought last year Monts was opening BSB upset, hands in his head? Like, it's crazy, bro.
It's actually mad.
This is it. This is the norm now, bro. Now man's fighting for top 4, bro.
I want, G. Welcome.
I enjoyed this one. I lost.
I hope you enjoyed it, Montel.
I've been there. I've been there. Strap in, bro. It's long. It's long.
Got Salah, top of the world. Mane, top of the world. Virgil van Disney, top of the world.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be a long ride.
Get your seat down.
Top of the world, and now it's crumbling. Not looking good, my brother.
Nah, it's so another thing. Enjoy Champions League. That's why you can't cut.
Yeah,
because I'll be real, it ain't looking good.
Yeah, enjoy it, Montel. Enjoy Champions League night.
It's so peak.
Please enjoy those, bro. Because who knows? You might not even make it next season. The way you man are playing now, who knows, bro? This is actually mad. It's actually so mad. Like, Gomez killed me today. I'll be so real. I've never seen a performance from a Liverpool centre back in a long time. Like, hold on a minute. Gee, don't talk to me about my game. Wait, about my game, bro.
Have we got someone playing Thursday nights on this show?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy still. But let Corey have his moment, innit? Let Corey have his moment.
We've got about 10 more seconds and then your moment.
You know why? Wait, you know why? Do you want me to explain to you why it's like
this is a Champions League roundup?
There's two.
I let you in people.
No, I'm going to explain quickly. There's two Tottenham people here speaking. Like, one, they've ever won it, and two, like their best final.
Let's talk about won it
by the person that's literally
in the Champions League.
It's a Champions League roundup. What are you talking about? Not a legacy, not Champions League legacy roundup.
How about this? The bounce had to go get me from the table and had to go get you in the club.
It was only last season.
Begging me to get in.
Let me finish. It was only last season.
You got it rough, fam. Why'd you send this guy the link, fam?
Let me
finish. The Champions League roundup
last season. Yeah, you guys just talking mad. It was only last season that you two both won in Champions League. What? Literally, it was only last season. Like, you man are talking like he was in it. I'm talking.
What season are we in right now?
And I don't know.
Corey's become a yo-yo club for the Champions League.
I don't know if you can see the slide right now. Here it is, bro.
What are you, Ethan?
Can you see
it? That is.
What are you?
Hold on.
I need to grab mine. I ain't got that.
Can you get this on your shop, bro? Yeah. Can you get this? Is this available in your store? I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, not this. Order that from China or something. Edit.
I think I can go. Nah, G. I'll go. I'll grab pictures of us winning it and lifting it. Want that? Or no?
You got it. No. Enjoy Europa League with us, though.
Anyway,
Corey, I can't lie though. You have to tread carefully in it because, like, I had to go get you a wristband because the bouncers weren't letting you in. They were like punching you up.
Yeah, Montel, I'll tread carefully. Do you know why, Montel? Yeah, Montel, enjoy it.
You know why? After this defeat, I can still make it through the group.
Enjoy it. Enjoy being in that club, G. Enjoy being in the club.
When you come outside, I have 5 more games to play, bro.
No, Montel, enjoy being
with the amount of meltdowns. I have 5 more games.
One thing I will say, we've all been in Champions League before. One thing I will say, we've all been in Champions League before, and it's so annoying losing your first game, bro. It feels like you've got a mountain to climb, fam.
Bro, Napoli, we beat Napoli once, I think, in the last 4 times he played.
You always buck them, innit? Yeah.
They always buck us and fuck us up, fam. We beat them there was only one time we beat them. I think that was the final day of the. It was the final day. The year we won the league, and when Salah was moving mad, and if it weren't for that, we would have got touched up again, fam. These man just fuck us up every time, fam. It's so annoying. What are you saying, Corey?
Months. Who's in your group? Who's in your group?
Ajax, Napoli, and
your Champions League group, isn't it?
Yeah, Ajax, Napoli, and
Rangers.
I can't remember the other team. Rangers, I think.
Ajax. That could be another loss. You don't want what's his name? What's your man's
Also,
name?
now again, Corey, I have 5 more games to play in the champs.
What's his
more
name?
games.
Burgers and wine. Burgers and wine.
I said Burgers and wine.
He's banging.
He scored a banger. He scored a banger.
Right, but Corey,
Monty might not even be Ajax, fam.
just tread carefully, bro.
Corey,
Like you get to be constructive. Ethan and George are in the comp, so they can laugh, they can make all the jokes they want.
Bro, I'm guiding them. I'm guiding them to the route. I'm guiding them. I'm making them.
Because I told Kids he couldn't be here today. I told Kids he couldn't be here today. And you man eat from the same table.
Bro, I've got heritage, G.
Heritage.
I've got heritage.
Is that what you told the bouncer of the UCL club?
I've got heritage, G.
You got heritage.
That's what I told you.
Hear that? He said he has heritage. Should we let him in?
He says he's got heritage.
He said he's got heritage.
Yeah, they questioned it.
Yeah,
They questioned it, but they was like,
you know when in control room the camera go together like this. He said he has heritage.
He said he's got heritage. Just busting up at you.
But you know what's funny, Monto? You know what's really funny? They see you in the club.
Looking
all messy, you know?
You walked into that. You walked into that one.
Hey. Gee, I'm walking in regardless. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. They saw you, Monto. You know that brother that's drinking bears, moving to bear people, like just looking all messy in the club. Everyone's like, get out the way, I don't want to talk to you. And they're like, just leave me alone. That's you right now, big man. And if you don't sober up, you might not make it back in the club.
But guess what?
You might not make it back in the club next time.
I've got 5 more rounds of drinks, bro. That's the funny thing. I've got 5 more rounds of drinks. You're there saying, Mons, let me get a bottle, bro. Let me get a bottle, bro. Let me get a bottle, bro. You're there pouring my drinks to get on my table. Like it's your money, like it's your table, fam. That's what you're doing.
I don't do that stuff.
That's what you're doing right now.
I come in, I'm an OG. They come in, I'm an OG. They know me. They know I've been in the club, G. I've been there. They know I'm an OG in this.
They're still coming to like the block parties with like the 20-year-olds. That's what you are right now, fam. That's what you are.
You know them OGs that are on the block telling stories, you know, about the old days. This is what I used to do in the old days, man. But they're chilling with the young G's. They're just chilling.
Wait, are you making jokes? How about this? You just get in the club because you know someone. You get in the club because you know someone. You know, you're not in there because of your own skills. You're just in there because you know, man. That's it.
No. Tottenham they don't have enough money to get in, but they saved their peas up over the last 4 years. They saved their peas up.
And when we're in, we spend bottles. We buy bottles at the bar.
Like, they saved enough to get bottles.
We pop a one shot.
How about this? How about this? You try walking with WK or like a
we popped to Ace of Spades not too long ago.
Them men are buying Desperados and stuff. That's it. That's all they got. It took a lot for them to get in the club, and now that's it. That's all they got. Back in Desperados and everything there.
Monk's been hitting the Ray and nephews. He's gonna black out soon outside. Outside? No. I can't leave the club because the table has my name on it. Corey's waiting for that to happen. He's waiting for me to pass out so we can have my alcohol. But I have 5 more rounds of drinks to come. Let's talk about Tottenham. Let's talk about Tottenham.
Let's talk about the big boys, the big points.
Talk about the big boys. The only team in here to literally to win in the Champions League.
Where's Latimer so he can get bantered as well, man? Pussy. Where is he?
Richarlison more goals than Salah.
It was a bit. I can't even lie, yeah. I'll be real. The performance was not good. The performance was definitely not good. Similar to the rest of the season, we was flat. We couldn't really string passes together. Marseille had a lot of the possession in the first half. But again, they didn't break us down. They didn't create no chances. It's literally like every other game we played this season. Teams can't break us down.
I heard it was quite like cagey. I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, it was cagey. Like they never looked like they were going to break us. But they was not good. Defensively, every time we got into the attack, you could see the holes and we could break them down. But it would always be 1 or 2 passes short or 1 or 2 passes bad. In the second half, we done what? One quick 1-2, Sonny on the run, last man, red cards. And then the game from there, you can just tell they sat back deep and we was just putting in loads of crosses. But R9, man. R9's time to shine. People are going to start putting some respect on his name because they compared him to this Gabriel Jesus bum. This bum Jesus.
In all comps, how many goals is... No, it's not 3-2.
These are his first 2 goals. These are his first 2 goals.
The other one was offside.
Yeah. But Jesus can have the goals. It's not even about the goals. It's just about his all-round play. You can see his versatility and the way that he even scored those headers.
I can't like one thing I will say, George.
Great headers.
His quality on the ball is a bit frustrating at times. Like he's got energy. He wants to always get on the ball. He's your attacking threat. But I feel like sometimes it's just a bit dead, fam. I feel like generally, especially that first half as a team,
Wait,
it was less so Marseille playing well.
Comments, your manager's in the job centre, fam. Sorry, Ethan. I've got Chelsea fans chatting to you, man. Your manager's in the job centre. Carry on.
Yeah. It was less so Marseille playing well, wasn't it? It was more so us just being sloppy. I can't lie.
I was hearing. Why was I seeing better Arsenal fans tweeting about Guendouzi? Was he playing well or something?
Yeah, he had a decent game. I can't lie. He's decent. And Tavares, they both had decent games. Marseille didn't play particularly bad. We found goals in putting in quite a few crosses into the box. There was a lot of bad crosses, and Richarlison just opened up. And those were probably the only 2 chances that we really had, to be honest.
I tuned in for about 10 minutes, and Tavares looked like he was falling over a lot. But obviously, if you're saying he had a good game, then
he did. I can't lie. He had a pretty decent game.
He looked like he was falling over a lot. What I would say though, I saw Arsenal fans tweeting that this one tweet said needy football fans are finally gonna see finally gonna notice Nuno Tavares tonight. I didn't know what to say.
He was a bad okay performance. But
they're gonna do what they done to Arsenal fans.
Guendouzi, he's always been a decent player though. He's always been alright.
One guy that I will say who played really well from Marseille was Eric Bailly. He actually kept Kane. He frustrated Kane a lot of the game. All of their defenders, they played tight to our front three, and that's why in the first half we couldn't create anything because they were getting to us for every 50-50. They were nibbling at the ankles, and I think he held Kane out pretty well. Kane still had an impact on the game, but he didn't open up many chances and be able to get into good position because Bailly was tight to him, and he actually had a decent game. I'll be real.
I can't lie. Eric Bailly playing in the champs, fam. What? They let him in the club, fam. I'm deep in it. When did he get a wrist, fam? Cause I didn't even know he went Marseille.
He was literally chatting rubbish about Maguire the other day, wasn't he?
I saw
the English players and so on, and now he's put in a decent performance. But Perisic again, he's shining, bro. People tried to call me about the retirement home and all of this stupidness. Perisic shining yet again.
Played well.
I'll be real. I think that was at home, innit? I think who do you not have in your group? Marseille,
Sporting, and Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah.
We're good, bro. I literally watched the Sporting and Frankfurt game today. They're both not good. The Sporting is gonna. They're probably the harder team out of the two, but Frankfurt got turnover, man. Easy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I
even know what to say.
What did you think about Son again today, bro? Because I can't let him frustrating me, bro.
He's frustrating.
He got the red card though, no?
He did,
yeah.
That was it.
He just always looks promising, but just nothing in the end of it. Like he'll just get into good positions. It's just the same nonsense. I'm just missing that cutting edge. I'm hoping when he gets that first goal, it'll probably be a deflection bounce off his knee.
He needs to go central. Do you think he needs to go more central than off the left?
He needs to just keep doing what he's doing. Yeah, it's not that. He's making the right runs.
He had what? He had like 2-3 breaks where he was about 3-on-3, then 3-on-2, and he just kept running and running until there was no break no more. The guy just, I don't know, he got lost in his head. He's choosing when to pass and shoot. And I don't know, he's just missing that cutting edge and that sharpness. Even Kane a little bit. He was looking really sharp in pre-season, but even though he's getting the goal, when I see him on the edge of the box and he's like getting his head up at goal, he's not looking as sharp as he used to be. And I'd like for him to be a bit more clinical.
Definitely. What do you rate Kulu's making of all of this, George?
Oh, Kulu, come on. He had a brilliant impact on as a sub.
Up the ball,
oh my God. You literally saw within the first few seconds, he got down the right wing, took on the man, literally went down the byline, almost put it in, and won us a corner within the first few minutes. You can see how his impact on the team is so good. I can't lie. As much as I hate to say it, I think Son, usually I'd say Son needs starts against City because that's his team that he always scores against. But considering Richarlison's just scored and he's in fire form, and he's looking good, and Kulu's, I don't think you can keep him out of the team anymore. I think Son might have to be dropped and just come on as a sub. I think that might have to be the option.
It's a big call to make, though, isn't it? Big call to make. I don't know, to be honest. I think we definitely need to see a bit of rotation. I don't know. I want Perisic to play, but that many games in that many days. In fact, he got rested on the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah. He
Who do you think will get rotated then? Because Longley had a decent game as well.
Man, I'm saying
very composed on the ball.
Hold on, man, I'm saying if Trent don't be careful, he's gonna end up like Dele Alli, fam. Fuck, man.
I can't lie, yeah. I even put this tweet
That's
out
impossible,
earlier.
fam. That's impossible.
You know, Trent.
You can't.
Nothing's impossible.
You know Emerson Royale is a better defender than Trent. Like Trent is so bad at defending.
Allow it.
No.
Allow it.
He is.
Not Emerson, because
that's what he's good at.
Emerson's a good defender. He's just dead
not good at anything. He's not good at anything.
You don't watch him. If you watch him,
I promise you. If you don't think Emerson's not a good defender, you don't watch Spurs. That's a fact.
Yeah, Emerson is a better defender than Trent, and I'm gonna start running.
But first for now, Ramel, I'm gonna need you to apologize on behalf of everyone on that stream yesterday that was being positive. I need an apology from everyone. If Thiago's father and his stinky opinion comes anywhere near this stream, I need an apology before I even get a word.
I'll apologize on the behalf of him, but I find it's funny, like George, Corey, and Ethan probably thought I'll come in upset and that. Mons, what did we say before the game, bro? I predicted 3-1, so I was a goal off the result.
Yeah, but that's calm. I'm rattled. I sat for an hour saying, "Why are you, man, being so positive?" And I'm hearing, "No, man. It's obviously it's gonna work." Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, what? Like, what?
Oh, no, bro. Basically, the only thing I agreed with him is that obviously is the personnel, not the system. That's what I was agreeing with. And I don't think you give the opposition enough credit. That's the only stuff I was agreeing with. Everything Kelsey was saying once, I weren't agreeing with. But we're done out here. But yeah, the white side.
Right. You're lucky we can't play replays, bro. You see that 1-2 for the second goal. Are you telling me that's us giving other teams credit?
No, you're right. You're right. That's stinky from us. And you know what killed me, man? Did you see? I shouldn't even. Did you see where Darwin beat his man? I went back into the tackle.
Bro, Darwin Nunez dropped the defender. He dropped the defender and then ran back into him while he was on the floor. He was still on the floor and he ran back into the defender that was on the floor. You have to see it. You man have to see it with your own eyes.
We need to speak about your boy Salah, yeah, because last season he controls that, brings it down, and he rasps it in the back of the net. Bro, when Trent played that ball to him, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
That was
we are down bad. But you know what? How are you, Ethan and George? You not got the free points. You don't have to be happy.
I mean, not George. So Ramel, I told you, bro. Beginning of the season, what did I say to you, bro?
You actually did.
What did I say? Yeah. I told man them strap in. It's gonna be a long season, fam. Man, them laughed at me. It's crazy, fam. Like, do you know what it is? It's getting so peak because I thought it wouldn't be this bad, and I thought like by December, that's when it like all this would be coming into effect. But it's happening already, fam.
bro.
Can't
I'm
lie.
just looking
I
at it.
know you didn't even quite believe what you were saying.
But I didn't. No, of course, no, I believed it, but I just thought like
It was
as
a
the
plot on
season
my
wore
downfall. How about this? It started as a plot on my downfall,
Nah,
and then
nah.
as soon as the Fulham game came around, he was like, "Hold on a minute."
I literally wasn't even a plot on the downfall. I just knew
I
Nunez would
didn't
suffer.
think
After the Community Shield, you was like, "Fuck, these men look sharp as fuck, fam." I remember, fam.
Yeah, because I thought raw, like maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but shit, I was right as fuck.
As I said, Ethan, I give you your kudos, fam. You was right, cause like,
he kept telling us.
I can't lie. I didn't think that the top. I'll be real, yeah. I didn't think that the
used to
top
laugh
race
at me,
was gonna be this easy, yeah. With the way that Liverpool are playing, the way that Chelsea are playing. Hey, Ethan, this is gonna be the easiest cruise of our life to top 4 next season, bro.
Dang.
I ain't worried about none of you, man.
I split Chelsea a little piece though.
I don't think none of these.
It got called up to international duty. That fucking bum, fam.
Could be peak, George. I can't lie.
Man ain't injured,
Chelsea.
bro. That Brer ain't injured, fam. I swear to God, he ain't injured, fam.
Bro, he's got. He's been
no, where's Father? I'm sending him the link, fam. Fuck that.
Wait. Keita. Who does Keita play for?
Prime, why are you hiding your face, bro?
What is Keita play for?
You gotta show face.
You know what? George, you know
what Keita play for?
I'm Guinea. Laddie's Guinea.
Oh, interesting.
You know what's mad, yeah? Rival fans, I don't get it. They want to get onto Tottenham, but you're winning games. I would rather be winning games arguably right now. Like, I don't get it. Fans are saying Tottenham struggled again tonight. They won 2-0. I don't understand. I don't understand. And Corey's team will probably win tomorrow as well. But we're in the mud. It feels better when it's scripted, though.
It's so mad watching like this Liverpool side that dominated for like 5 years.
Be careful. I said, be careful. The bouncers, bro. The bouncers, bro.
Gee, I'm just here watching, innit? Like, it's not looking pretty.
Hey, you're lucky to be in the street.
I pray for.
You're lucky to be in the street.
Lives. Pray for lives. That's what I'm saying, G.
Hashtag pray for lives.
As I said, I can't be shameless to these three. I can't be shameless to these two, bro. But with you, I can tell you I have 5 more games to play in this group stage. I have 5 more games to play. And you are playing tomorrow. Please allow me.
Thursday night club's making a lot
of how about this?
Bro,
that's what we were saying, Rom. A lot of noise.
We're in Liverpool right now. We're in Liverpool team. And right now, you should be in Shaka Zulu, cuz.
How about this? Monto, I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry. Monto, I'm here. I'm here to take all of the heat.
Mandarin and Mayfair, you're getting sent to Shoreditch, bro.
I better you in fucking O'Neill's in Enfield Town or Mayhills in fucking Cockfosters, bro. I swear to God, fam. You're not allowed into tape.
Monto.
Give me some more names.
I'm here to take the heat, G. I'm here to take the heat for you, Monto. But deep down, once you come off this stream and you get in your bed and you think to yourself, fuck.
Yeah, I can't, when you're loaded your thoughts, it's gonna be so lonely, fam.
Man's using my line. First of all, man's using my line.
Give me it, G. I'll take. G, you see when you're on your own, that's when it's the worst, G. When you're on your ones and you're thinking to yourself,
bro, I'm the one who's told you this, fam. I'm the one who told you this when you're here trying to defend Man United players. And you're like, when you get on your own,
I've learned my lesson. It's exactly.
Bro!
I'm here to tell you now. See, what goes around comes around. Yeah, G. What goes around comes around, bro. I'm here for you, G. It's all right.
Hey, where's
I'm not even all you want to say that.
Bro, he came on a know-it-all flex, bro. He came on I know it all. I wish the man was there. I've been there. I've been there, bro. I had Liverpool fans telling me that we haven't put in awful performances, that we played okay, and that other teams are just playing well. How can the fan tell me that? How can you tell me that? And Ramel just sat there and let them do this. You sat there and let them say it.
No, because man, what sort of doing?
Yeah, why am I being so negative?
Yeah, I like Corey. This is like stuff. You're the bad podcast.
Bro, they're loving this, bro. We're turning on each other. But listen, my only problem with you, I get it, we have been poor, but you weren't giving the other team credit because we can be poor and the other team be poor, but that weren't the point. We're poor and the other team, we have to give credit to them. That every team we played this season, bar Bournemouth, have been very good. That was my point. You weren't even trying to give the opposition credit. That's where
I said the other team can play good and we can play bad, and it can be both. But I'm not concerned about how the other team played. I'm not concerned because if Bournemouth play their best game, they still shouldn't beat us.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
I hear that.
And that's the bottom line. It's true.
Hey, Months.
Roms, your standards have dropped, my boy. They've dropped. Bro.
Unity asked for the link.
I can only go off what I've seen, bro. Like, I'm expecting top 4 and quarters of the Champions League, bro. And that's not even looking likely, bro. Like my standards, they're on the floor now.
Roms, you're asking for a lot.
Expectations are low
right now.
Corey's taking a bit. Do you just see what he said?
I might just put the link in the description from anyone. It's like we're having a party today, fam. We're having a party today.
There's no way that Lee and Cantons come up. Arsenal fans ain't allowed. This is a Champions League roundup, man. They gotta know.
Yeah, word. Man, I just let big man thing.
It's a big boy table
now.
Wait, Corey, just wait. Why am I sending Goon Lee the link when he's in the? Why am I letting all these Piccadilly institutes into the
Why? No, but you know what? Unfortunately, bro. We're here to welcome. We're here to welcome you, G. We're here to welcome you.
No, but this is the Bernabeu, and you are at Vicarage Road, cuz. No disrespect, cuz. Go back.
Monto, how about this? I'm like, I understand you're frustrated and you're angry. That's cool. I'm gonna take it all. You can say whatever you want to me. Call me a bum.
I don't even have Thiago Suarez's number, but I got him on the group, so he will be receiving that. He will be receiving that. No. You know what? I'm sorry, Corey. You might need to hear this man talk. You might need to hear him talk. We need to hear him talk.
I'll start laughing.
He's in the group chat. I can even. If I want to just read out what he said in the group chat, fuck it, fam. If he has anything he wants to say to me, he can just say it when he speaks to me, fam. Fuck this, fam. He goes. Fuck this. No,
this is killing me, fam.
He goes. No. I go. I said to him, what did I say? I said, you still think we should give other teams credit? He goes, yes. Napoli have exposed our weakness and played exceptionally well. Fam.
Mons, can I ask you, what did you think what was your score prediction going into this game? The way you're speaking, I feel like you expected a draw or win.
I have to bait this brother, fam. I can't, fam. I have to, fam. I'm sorry.
Right, cool. After, I need to know.
I'm sorry, fam. Because then obviously, big up Jerry. Jerry was just straight up with it. We've been so bad. That's the main issue. Can't be deflecting onto other teams, which is what I'm sure everyone agrees with that. He goes, the motive don't always have to be how shit we've been. I go, this is why rival fans laugh at us. No accountability. He goes, no, I'm a football fan. It's wrong to blame solely our team. Did Napoli play well? It's not just black and white. He also went on to say that expecting different results got nothing to do with being a footy fan. Sorry, that's what Jerry said. He goes, bro, I think you're missing the point. It's a realistic football view, real meaty. The opponent has to be clinical to take advantage of our mistakes. The opponent has been at their clinical best for some of the mistakes. They have played exceptionally well. These are the Liverpool fans, bro.
Hey, Mons, so are you trying to say that, like, is he trying to say that Liverpool are playing calm? It's just that Napoli are playing better than you at the moment.
Yeah, he's just trying to say. Basically, what Corey said is what he's trying to say. That we're playing. I get what Mons is saying.
I think we should make him like Liverpool spokesman. Like I'm hearing.
I think he's right. I think he's right.
I think you should make him spokesman.
Think about he's on to something.
Wait. So
maybe you're not as bad as I think.
Even Corey, you think we're playing calm?
No, maybe you're not as bad as I think.
You were playing calm, fam. You were playing calm.
You were playing calm.
No, but listen,
don't worry, luck will change.
What was your score prediction? Honestly,
I didn't make a score prediction. I didn't want to talk about. I didn't even watch the build up, bro. But
Gooner,
listen,
you think you're getting a reaction out of me? I'm here to join in, bro. Let's go.
No,
I knew what was coming.
Like, obviously, maybe I'm being too maybe my deliveries are popped up in it because I'm hot. But Ramel, fam, does that take
you're angry? You're saying my guff. You're not even saying.
I'm sorry, fam. Like, does that not get you mad, fam? When man talk like that, that's reminding me of that's top red shit, fam. That's top red stuff, fam.
I get every day on Twitter, bro, so I'm kind of just used to it.
No, but bro, he's a breader. He's a breader.
What do you mean?
He's a breader. He's legit a breader, bro. Like he's one of us.
I hear you. I know exactly what you mean by that.
He's one of us, he's one of us, cuz. And he's telling us about other teams playing.
I smashed the light, people. This is quality from one.
I need 5 minutes, fam.
I haven't seen Montel like this angry. It's been a long time.
The thing is, I was like that 3 weeks ago, but I knew
Yeah,
it was
but
coming.
Hey, Rums, when you reach that stage where you like lower expectations, bro, it's peace. I've been there.
You've been there.
I've been there. That's the best way to deal with it.
I need Monks back in there. He ain't getting away, but I've got some stuff that I need to talk to him about. And you see this bum next to me, Ladimus? Man was chatting bare shit, bro. Okay, I got stuff I want to get off my chest, bro.
But I can't lie. Why have you not got nothing to say to your real rivals? Because we're just gonna pat on you like you're my little brother. Bro. That's what you want to do. That's what we don't do.
You know what it is.
You know what fans always try to come in here with the big chest, but they don't know. Your North London rivals are here. We're repping, bro. We're repping.
You know what it is. Don't worry. No. I'll tell you what it is. Right? You know what it is, right? For me, and this is all due respect, yeah. I don't respect anyone that supports Liverpool. I don't respect anyone that supports Spurs because for me, you man are nothing. You man are doing well right now. You ain't big. You're telling me you finished 6 years above me, bro. I did it 21 years in a row. You're not my younger brother that you think you gone gym and you got hench, bro. You ain't that guy, bro. You ain't that guy. Like, calm down. Enjoy your little time. Enjoy your time where you are. Look, you're doing well. I have to give up to you. And you know what? I'm gonna give my hand. You know I'm gonna give you my props because for me, I never thought Richarlison would play as well as he's playing right now. I'm giving up to you. For me, I'm giving it up to you. And I also have to give up to the fact where I don't understand why people keep going on at Spurs saying, "Oh, they're not playing well, bro." I don't care. They're playing. You're playing well in your own way. In my opinion,
winning.
You're playing well. You don't have to do it the way that Arsenal are doing it, or the way that Man City do it, or the way that Liverpool used to do it. To me, the way there's a different way of playing. That's why I'm kind of
not like United, no.
Corey, don't do that yet. But no, like for me, I don't understand why people ain't giving Spurs the props in it. Like I don't get that. But at the same time, look, I ain't gonna come in here and start bending over for Spurs because at the end of the day, you man still are like the younger brothers. You just been going gym. You just got an appointment shaking your trying like come on, man.
Bro. Do you know what it is? Arsenal haven't even got a membership to the European Trophy Cabinet. So what are we talking about? When we're the big boys in Europe. We've been doing our thing in Europe. You guys can stick to those first. As Aaron Ramsdale said, we're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
Come on, man. Let's hold up, bro. You're doing well.
You don't
right
better
now.
get comfy, fam.
You're doing well. Yeah, I already said Chelsea and Liverpool. You're gonna be fighting for that fourth place. So we're back in Champions League at the end of the season, man. We're good, man. So. It will be 7 years.
We may see you there.
Seven long years, and it's long enough. It's been long enough now. Like I feel like we're going to be at that point where we have to make it, and we're going to consistently make it. It's not about what certain teams do, where they kind of get in and drop out. They get in. Like we have to be in it consistently now, and I want to see 5-6 years stints straight in every single year. But look, as I said. I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm giving you man props in it. Like I'm giving you man props for your manager. I'm giving you props for Richie or Richardson, however you want to kind of put your nicknames on him. Whatever. Yeah, don't do that. Come on, because I'll come off the stream, bro. I'll chop my computer away for you, bro. I don't care. But what I will say,
Speak to me. I want you to chat.
No, listen. You know what? Yeah, I'm not that caught up on Liverpool being as bad as people say. My issue is Mo Salah. My issue is Mo Salah. Why is nobody talking about the £350,000 a week, man? Bonuses.
Yeah. You know, the one guy, Mont, I love you, but the one guy that struggles to speak about Mont, you need to come back in because Gooner.
Add Mont. Get back in there, Mont.
Let's do this.
Listen.
Cool.
Let me land.
I know Mont went away, had a quick sip of rain.
Months, let me land, yeah. I told you,
sipping, bro.
Months. In the summer, and I hear in the summer, I said it's not definitely gonna happen. But I said after big contracts in the last 5 years, there's only 2 players that have gone on to another level. That's KDB and Sterling. The Bamyangs, the Pogbas, the Sanchez's, they haven't. Yeah, cool. Once you told me this is a man that's had 5 elite seasons in a row, which he has. There's nothing to worry about, Roms. I said Mont. I don't think he can go down that route, but it's a possibility. Brother, word to Castillo, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not. Because listen.
But did he deserve the contract? Yes or no? Did he deserve the contract? Yes or no?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
You can't say that, Goody.
No. Hey, can I tell you something? Okay, let me tell you 2 things. Hold on.
Salah's been shit. He has been shit. I haven't been praising him at all.
Let me just tell you 2. Months. Let me tell you 2 things, right? Because this is, you see, the problem is where people kind of think it's almost like a back pay thing. In sports, you know, your contract, it's not about what you've done, it's about what you're going to do. So, did he deserve £350,000 for what he's going to do? No, because he's not going to live up to those expectations. My second point to you, yeah? Hold on. My second point to you. You see, my problem with Salah and all these Salah lovers, it's all about numbers for you, man. My issue with Salah, whenever I think about Salah, I don't think Salah is going to go down as a Premier League great. And I'll tell you the reason why. It's because there's not enough. He doesn't grab enough games by the scruff of the neck. He's got amazing numbers and he's going to go down as an amazing goal scorer, but he's not going to go down as an amazing player. He isn't going to go down as someone who I think, like a Hazard. He's not got the moments. And you see the problem with Salah? The game that hold on.
Big facts right now.
One second. When I think about Salah, the game I think about Salah, I think about the Fulham this season. I think on SofaScore he got like a 7.8 rating. But what did he do for the game? Nothing. And he gets a goal and he gets an assist. But this is the issue with Salah. In the game, he's not about. Hold on, Months. I know what you're going to say. Wait, hold on. Let me land. You're going to tell me, yes, that's what his game is. This is what Liverpool does. That's what he does for the team.
They're going to bring you more stats.
Ready for the Avalanche. I'm going to stay ready for the Avalanche.
He's an elite goal scorer. For me, he's not a great player. In the game, I don't see this brother. And people, you know what gets on my nerves? People always talk about, Haaland's got 6 touches, but he's got 2 goals, and everyone cusses him. But nobody does that for Salah. When Salah is having his first shot in the 96th minute against Everton, and yet, he hit the post and he was unlucky. But what the fuck did he do for the rest of the game? He didn't do nothing. And this is what, when I think about Salah, I don't think about quality. I think about quality goal scorer. And you know what? This guy is the biggest. You know what? After what he did against Wolves, he's the biggest bomb. You know what I would have done? If I was Klopp, I would have.
It's like he's getting told off.
I would have cut off his hair. I would have slapped his face. How the fuck do you call out Real Madrid and you put in that disaster clause? I would have chucked him in the fucking river with that contract, you waste, man. I would have slapped him one time about doing all them thing there. And you calling out Real Madrid and you acting like some pussy, yo. Get out of there, man. Waste, man. You can go on your own channel now, bro.
Montel's face looks like he's being told off, man. He is living.
Come out here, bro. I hate Salah, bro. And this guy's on £350,000 a week.
I was waiting for you to say.
Bro,
I dislike Salah. All I was waiting for some point in that was you to say you dislike Salah.
No, I don't.
You nearly got in there. You nearly finished without saying it, and then you said I hate him at the end. I don't really have to say much now. You've now cut everything I've had to say has now been cut in half. because you've given us games this season where he's been invisible and he's been shit. And you know what? I agree with you. He's been invisible and he's not been good enough because he's obviously on the touchline doing whatever the fuck he's doing because he's never been that guy. Never been that guy. But to say Salah is a goal scorer, again, is criminal because you look at Hazard, and obviously no one says Hazard was never a better footballer than Salah. Hazard is a better footballer than Salah. But at the end of the day, Salah had moments as well where he scored every type of goal you can imagine, bro. If you say, has Salah beaten a 5-man and scored, he's done that 5 different times. More times than, bro, Hazard's done that 3 times, bro. 3 times. And Hazard's a better footballer than Salah is. He is a better footballer. He's an elite footballer, bro. But Salah has beat man time and time again at the highest level, sat man down and scored every type of goal you can imagine, fam. Over 20 goals, 5 seasons running. You know what I'm saying, bro?
No, but you're good. Okay. No. Other than goal scoring, what else is he good at? Other than goal scoring, what else?
You're not gonna have the argument. That's media. That's media about what he's good at. That's
media, bro. I'm gonna cut in it because I gotta be up early tomorrow.
You can't say what else is Salah good at other than goal scoring. Bro. That's Diogo Jota. That's Diogo Jota.
Love.
It's mad easy to knock a player. It's mad easy to knock a player when he's had 6 bad games and he's been elite for 5 years. That's all I'm going to say.
You know me, bro. You know, I've been saying this for the last 4 years.
You have a Salah agenda. That's why I'm not going to have this argument.
No, but it's not an agenda. If I've been saying this for a long period of time,
you can have an agenda for a long time. Like,
I think with Salah, like, it's quite annoying. And the thing is, I used to.
Season and acting like he's been.
The thing is,
allow me, fam.
Let me go. Here's the thing. Like, I used to not dislike Salah because I thought that he was just a goal scorer. I used to view him the way he was when he first came to Liverpool. He's gotten much better than that in the last probably let's say 2 years or so. The guy's been an elite player, not just goal scoring wise. His numbers in terms of his creativity, how he takes on players, how he beats players, his intelligence. Like, he's been a world-class player. People just kind of have to admit that. Now, it's the backlash he gets is because people say, oh, because Liverpool fans put him in as a Premier League great and they try and compare him to the likes of like Henry. That's why Arsenal fans, for example, try and backlash. Because you know what? And I saw this, by the way, because Chelsea fans backlashed at Salah when he was compared with Hazard. So I've seen it, but for me, I'm just like, you have to. Salah's just quality. Is he better than Henry? No. Is he better than Hazard in terms of
better than Hazard?
What?
Ladimus, is he better than Hazard?
What, at their best? No, but like that's not. No, he's not, in my opinion. However, that's not me hating on Salah. Salah's still an amazing player.
I agree with that.
And I think what's happening right now at Liverpool, it's not just a Salah issue because their whole system seems to be.
Of course.
It's not as if they're defending well, they're creating well, and Salah's just missing chance after chance. Salah's not even getting chances for this.
Do you know what, Ladimus? This is what I find comical, and this is what I predicted 3-1. I was a goal away, right? This sounds mad, but I even had money on it with my boy, right? But cool. The reason why it's comical because the narrative of our season has literally been counter-attacking football. This was the first team we played that can beat us both ways. They can do the possession thing and they can do the counter thing. They didn't even have to do the possession thing. They got punished. You don't have the ball. Because I said before the game, I've not even checked the possession stats, but I know we have more than them. And Jose Mourinho has a famous quote. I keep saying it. A team can dominate the game without having the ball. It's been the narrative of our season, right? And my problem is, I find it funny now, and why I knew this was coming, we're still playing a high line and not pressing. The whole reason why we played high line in our last 3-4 years when we've been at the pinnacle is because we were pressing monsters, mentality, all that stuff, all the superlatives, all the phrases you want to give us. We were pressing monsters, so it was able to give us the high line. Now, we're not pressing. We're playing a high line, which means leaves gaps in the middle against pace. I'll just go through the games with you. Cabano and Bobby Reed destroyed us. Zaha and Eze destroyed us. Alanga, Rashford and Sancho destroyed us. Bournemouth game was an anomaly because I said once we win that, Liverpool fans are going to think we're back 9-0 against the worst team in the league. I said to Liverpool fans, don't let this cloud you. Don't. Who's the other games? Newcastle, I'm happy because Carvalho is my boy in it. But if you have to have a last-minute winner, it obviously means you struggled. Again, Isaac and Almiron struggled. The narrative has been us against pace.
No
Gordon and Gray
Gamera,
at the weekend.
no Gomes, no St. Maximin, by the way.
Exactly, and no Wilson. They're missing their spine, bro. Like, this is embarrassing. Everton, no Gray, no Gordon. Gray and Gordon just counter-attacking us. And you know what the funniest thing is now? The weekend we got Wolves there. Man like Podence and Neto, Klopp should have the tactical now. Even though we're at Anfield, let's just drop back a bit. I'm not saying part of the bus because we're at home. Stadium wouldn't even let us do that. But let's not play as high line. What we're going to do, we're going to park. We're going to play the high line. We're going to concede counters. I'm not saying we're going to lose at the weekend because Anfield are always somewhat back us. But I don't think we're going to win. I think that's probably going to be a 1-1 draw.
No,
and we're going to be... Juniorly, I'm telling you now, we will draw that game. We're going to be susceptible to a lot of...
You know what, Rums? You know, and again...
Man, pause. I think I missed a super chat. You know, I was so angry. I think I missed a super chat, fam. I'm so sorry. Rude boy, I'm so sorry, fam. Aging of the players and lack of funding. I'm concerned that Klopp will resign if our transfer policy doesn't alter. Hashtag FSG.
He's an enabler. He's an enabler as well. It's not just on FSG.
Do you remember the tweet I said about Klopp after the Community Shield? What did I say?
Bro, you said Salah is the goal scorer, so I just listen right now. Listen. Now, fam.
I told you, Klopp's going to be the reason why you don't get to your destination, bro. You know what? You know why?
We're just trying to stay there, bro. We're just trying to stay there and make a few steps further.
You know why it's funny, and I feel like I've got almost the best angle on this whole thing is because I genuinely believe that Klopp and Liverpool are trying to do their best Arsenal from 7-8 years ago with Wenger and the lack of spending and all the other things. Yeah, look, these are all true. But the second goal, and again, I love Trent. That second goal, the defending from Trent, was disgraceful. It was bummy, it was nasty, and he needs to be dropped. Like I'm talking about fully dropped. And this is why you get people coming out with madness like James is the best right back and all them thing there. Because you get Trent doing bullshit like he's doing, bro. And unfortunately, as I said to you, the reason why you're going to stay in this rot and you're going to continue and I'm going to love it is because you believe in Salah. You keep believing in Salah and you're going to stay in this rot.
You've got agenda. It's just too agenda driven.
Before I dip, I just want to know why you think that, Cooney. What makes you so confident we'll just beat Wolves on the weekend? I just want to know before I dip.
You're at home. You're going to have a response. Salah's probably going to get a tap in and all's going to be rosy. And then you'll play your next game and you'll probably get slapped.
But we're not, a lot of our fan base think we're shit. Like, no one's here saying, unless, as I said,
the top red, maybe after tonight, before tonight.
Oh, like the one in the chat.
Before tonight,
I haven't heard one person blame Salah for anything. Not one. They've said, we can't get. Everyone always says you can't get onto him. You can't say this. You can't say that because he scored all these goals.
I've been getting onto Salah. Who protected Salah, bro?
I got a dip now though. But Monts, big up family. Daps, big up yourself. Some
good one.
Some Champions League teams coming in now.
I've sent the link to Thiago's father. I need him here. I need him here, fam. Yeah. Not hearing his shit. Hearing his shit, Chris.
Months. People, smash the likes. Smash the likes. Months.
And so much.
Do you know what cracked me up, Months? When I saw 2 missed calls from you, I thought, this is about like. I thought you were going to say, Daps, your stream's not set up yet. And are you redirecting, all this back end shit that we talk about, right? And I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro? Sorry, we're rushing about because we were having mad technicals because we were trying to do something different tonight for the first time. And then I get like 8-9 messages from you about, I told you, you lot were too positive and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, you just want to rant, bro. Do a stream, innit? Like, I've got no sympathy for a Liverpool fan, bro.
Not one.
Zero sympathy for you.
Mo Salah. 5 goals from open play in 27.
I don't need sympathy, bro. But
I feel like currently you do. But here's my thing. I hear what Lee's saying about Mo Salah, right? I hear what you're saying, Lee. But I'm gonna come with a different agenda, and my agenda is that, and I think you might be the same, Monts. If I was Mo Salah right now, I'd be like, I'm sorry. You lot called me your star boy when you gave me 350 bags a week. Yeah, you lot decided I'm your star boy, right? I get it. I'm not the striker, but you have pushed me so far wide, yeah, that I think I'm the linesman, right? Because of Darwin Nunez, yeah? Like, I'm telling you now, when we did a stream the other day, I spoke about his morale dropping if Klopp wasn't careful, right? And someone said to me, to be fair, it might have been Thiago's father, but someone said to me, Mo Salah's morale will never drop. Listen, every single player's morale can drop at some point, right? And he's not going to be cool with being pushed out wide for Nunez to come in, and now the fan base, the media, and everyone else to be turning on Mo Salah because of Nunez, right? And I'm not trying to create an agenda or nothing, but it is what it is. Like, people are turning on Mo Salah, rightly so, because 350 bags a week. Listen, I said I'm giving Grealish till December. After December, I don't want to hear it no more on Grealish neither. Like, yesterday, we had a great game. Grealish's rating was poor, right? And when you get chances, you're supposed to take chances. So Grealish, when you're getting game time, you're supposed to take it, bro. Like, we can only protect you so much. I'm loyal to City and I'm loyal to everything about City, but there's going to become a point where I'm going to be seen as a biased prick if I don't start putting pressure on Grealish, right? And I said, with Haaland up top, should be very easy for you, right? De Bruyne's feeding players passes. Grealish, just put it on a plate. It's that simple. You said it. He said it in the friendly. Put it on a plate for Haaland, he'll eat it up. So if Grealish isn't putting it on a plate for Haaland, I'm going to question him. Same way, Salah has to be questioned 350 bags a week. But your defense has to be fucking questioned.
Trent.
You know what? Alisson doesn't, first and foremost. Let's be clear. Alisson, this is where Alisson's even now, yeah, he's proving, because it could have been more tonight, right? Alisson he's cool. Klopp needs to be questioned massively. And this is where he does need to be careful. The other day, me and Ty were speaking about, it wasn't about Klopp, it wasn't about Tuchel, but we were speaking about managers and we were speaking about owners. And I said, listen, owners of football clubs are big fucking egos, yeah? These man, like, especially if you're talking Arsenal, you're talking United, you're talking Chelsea. These are fucking rich American businessmen, yeah, that will fire. Like, you see at some places of work, you have to go to HR and you have to say, I want to get rid of this person. You have to go through performance, all that crap, yeah? Not these, man. These men can be in a boardroom. They hear something they don't like, fuck off, you're out, right? And then they're that stubborn that there's not tomorrow, actually, you know, I was a bit emotional. So none of that. They're stubborn businessmen that get what the fuck they want. If they're pissed off, they'll swing out, right? And we've seen it with Tuchel. Like, and to put some perspective on this, these owners of these football clubs in England, yeah, are like on a business level rubbing shoulders with the likes of Donald Trump and shit like that, yeah. They're fucking rich men that Jurgen is Norbert to them, right? If they get pissed off, Norbert can go, right? If they're angry, anyone can get it. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get rid of your manager, but a couple too many bad performances, Champions League performances, 4-1 losses in the Champions League could lead to an angry businessman that just goes, fuck off, get out my office. Like, and that would be the worst thing that could happen to your football club, because Klopp deserves a lot more time than Tuchel got. Salah deserves more time. He's earned it with performances when the rest of your team were bad. But it gets to a point where you can't just keep putting out shit performances. And tonight, bro, you must have been that. I mean, do you know the one that summed up for me? The fourth goal. How many minutes into the second half?
Yep.
Bro, like, that's where you're supposed to. You've just had a team.
There's nothing wrong with the system, right? There's nothing wrong with the system, right? Them man told me there's nothing wrong with the system.
Bro, Listen, I will listen. You know what it is, yeah? The beauty of being a thick City fan that generally only watches Manchester City, right? Unless I get a night, and especially now I'm single, I get to watch more football. But generally, I watch City in it, so I can talk on City. But I listen to other fans, and I said this earlier on. I listened to Chelsea fans last summer when they told me that Lukaku was going to win them the league, right? I listened to Chelsea fans all this summer when they're telling me every single signing was signed off by Tommy Tuchel, right? No, the board are backing him. They're his signings. I listen to them. Why would I not? I know about my club. They know about their club. So I listen to fans of their club because I think if I tell you about City, please listen to me. I know City better than you. So Chelsea fans, you knew best about Tuchel. You know, he had the board backing him. No, he didn't. He was not responding in a WhatsApp group. It's come out now. Like, he had no say. That's why he's gone. So when a Liverpool fan tells me that your system's fine and everything's fine, I'm like, you're a Liverpool fan. All I'm seeing is like, I'm going to say your performances are bad. If they go, no, but the system's fine. It's on the system. Okay, I believe you. Tonight, you know, Monts, this is your argument. I'm just here. To be fair, I might go and watch some popcorn. I hope James arrives. I just want to watch it, and I bet Lee's been enjoying watching it as well.
Watch the first 50 minutes of that game, and you tell me there's nothing wrong with the system. I had 4 Liverpool fans talking to me. 4 of them, I love them to bits, but 4 of them spoke to me, bro. Made me feel like I was going a bit crazy with how negative I was talking, G. How negative I was talking, telling me that the system, it's not the system, it's the personnel. And other teams are playing really well. It's not just about Liverpool. Other teams have been really good. It's hard to penetrate. To penetrate Liverpool, we have to be really, really clinical. It's fucking bullshit, bro.
But you know what the problem is?
You know what the problem is, though, yeah? Let me tell you what the problem is again. As an Arsenal fan, I can speak very, very close to this, and I have a lot of understanding of this because, as I said, this is so reminiscent of Arsenal, Wenger, Kroenke. The problem is that all of your infighting, when you have all these top reds saying the system's this, and then you have other people saying the system's not this, the reason why is because people don't know where to put the blame. Because they don't want to blame people like Salah because he's God to them. They don't want to blame people like Klopp because he's God to them. He's their father figure. You got Saint telling people he's like a father figure to me.
Lee, so, Lee on that one, can I ask you a question? What's your view on Ozil?
Ozil. So the issue that we had with him is that he was the cherry on top of the cake, and we had no cake. And the issue that you had is that he never ever worked. He never worked hard, and that is not Salah. Salah worked hard. But what I'm trying to say to you is,
you're spot on. I wanted to understand it. You're spot on with that, by the way. Spot on.
And the problem that Liverpool now have is that they've got a load of players who are all at the same age, who have been run to the ground, and then some of them are just falling off. And then you've got Salah, who I've said for years, Salah's performances are not good enough. Yes, he scores goals. He is an elite goal scorer. I'm sorry, but he's not. In a game, there's been too many performances in his Liverpool career. Once you're not going to want to hear this, but I'm sorry, I have to keep saying it. There's been, because you're clouded by him scoring a hat-trick or scoring goals in the Champions League. Bro, I'm telling you, it is the truth. There's been too many games like Fulham.
Your opinion, but your opinion.
Yeah, okay, it is my opinion, but in my opinion, there's too many games like Fulham where he does absolutely nothing and he gets in a goal and he gets an assist and then he looks like he come off and done some worldly shit. And look, getting goals is the hardest thing in football. So I give him credit for that. I have to. So yeah, if we want to talk about him being a great goal scorer makes him a great footballer, okay. But to me, my man don't get me off my seat like that. Not really. Like, he's had pure magic moments, like the Man City time, like the goals against his squad against.
I mean, that goal was so over-exaggerated. I'll be 100. That goal, when people say it's the best goal of the season, it wasn't over-exaggerated.
But you see the point I'm saying is, the infighting with Liverpool is because they don't know where to go with this blame.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Arsenal, we never in our million years wanted to blame Wenger. We wanted to put it all on the Cronkies. But eventually, we had to be like, no, shit. My man is deluded.
Yeah.
My man is playing Denilson still. My man is not buying a new DM. My man is literally well close to winning the league. What did he do? He went and bought no outfield players and he bought Czech from fucking Chelsea. My man is done out here.
You weren't
And
close to winning the
unfortunately,
league, then, but you weren't close to winning the league at that
But
point.
no.
you know
The
what?
season
You know
before
what?
that, the season
He was in the
before
right
that,
direction. He was in the right
we were
direction.
we were in the right direction, and we needed two players. We needed a DM, and we needed, I think, a striker, backup striker, and all we bought was Czech. And again, the problem there's things being labelled at Klopp at this moment in time, and we see Drifty, we see Matt, and we see Callum argue every week on Coppish. We see them argue every week on Prem Panelo. I see Roms arguing. I see Jerry James arguing. Who is to blame? Who's not doing this? Is Klopp the one that's not buying players? And this is where because we don't know. It's the same thing the Cronkies did. It's exactly the same thing. And unfortunately, you're at a point where you don't know who to blame. You don't know where to put the anger. So you're just angry because you don't know where to put the anger.
But Lee, I agree with what you're saying. But I just had this. You know what? I started having this chat last week. I've had this chat with you, Mons, about the season you didn't retain and how everyone will talk about the injuries, but there's one thing that can be a catalyst to a loss, right? But in life, everything is how you bounce back from a loss, right? If you don't bounce back from a loss, that loss can lead to other losses and other losses and other losses. And it's all about now, I said it, Klopp and the powers that be need to manage this and nip it in the bud, keep control of that fucking dressing room, because when you start losing games, managers can start speaking to people different. If there's contract negotiations and your manager's speaking to you different and you're not winning, it would be great. Like I could go on Twitter now and say, you know what? Van Dijk was shit. Liverpool need to get, or Klopp was, and they need to. It's not, it's everything, right? And right now, there will be things like a valid point is Salah's just pocketed 350 bags a week, right? And if he's not looking like, yeah, you know what, he's that much better than all of us, right? Then certain players that run 120 a week are going to be like, you know what? And then Klopp tries to have a moan at them. And all these little things can lead to things changing. Like, you've got a defense that generally is pretty, same defense, same midfield, same, and they don't like being rotated. Now, Klopp is rotating them because they're knackered. Klopp has to take some of that we had. You had a long season last season, right? You had a long season. We had a short summer, and you played about 8 or 9 friendlies, right? Klopp, take that, bro. You ran them into the ground when they didn't need to be. But he's rotating players because they have to be rotated because they're tired, drained, right? But at the same time, these are professional elite athletes that don't want to be dropped. So he has to manage that correctly. There's so much he has to manage. And this is where it can, if he doesn't, shit goes, right? Everything will fuck up, everything. So he has to manage it correctly and know it is. But the problem is every loss or every drop of points, it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. There was a point where De Bruyne was almost undroppable, right? And you'd see De Bruyne moaning at players on the pitch, right? Because if they weren't playing at the level that he thought he was, when De Bruyne started performing badly, I started seeing players turning round when De Bruyne would moan at them and moan back at him. Because it'd be like, hold on a second, bro, your form has dipped. So you know what? Back then you could speak like that, but now you can't speak like that no more. And that's the same thing that could happen now, because Mo could speak to people like that. But now there's going to be players like, hold on, bro, you can't speak to me like that. But this is being an elite manager. Like, and is Klopp an elite manager? Can he manage these personalities? I think the biggest thing tonight, bro, is it was the Champions League. I'm not going to lie. The league is a league. You are where you are in the league. But the Champions League is that's your bread and butter, innit? That's what you do. And to go and start the Champions League like that, it's like now there's really questions because that heritage today got tested and the heritage didn't pull through. So
Daps. Every week on a Thursday on Daps, who do I blame for issues with Chelsea? Who do I blame?
Tuchel.
Tuchel, thank you.
You do. Tuchel.
Every
Consistent with
single
it.
week,
Yeah.
I put the blame on it. Now, again, I'm going to put the blame on Klopp. And people don't want to hear it, but I'm going to put the blame on Klopp as well. My man went out. I'm sorry. He bought a dud. He wasted £64 million on a shit striker.
You know what, bro? I'll be 100 on Nunez right now. It's hard. Hold on. It's hard on Nunez because right now, I actually don't think necessarily Nunez has started as badly as people will make out. Right?
That's not my point. That's not my point.
But no. Let me finish, please. And unfortunate for him, he's arrived where another striker's arrived in the Premier League that's a similar type of striker and is fucking firing, right? And unfortunately for Nunez, because of the rivalry, Nunez has to hold that. But the issue is where Lee is right, is that what Klopp has done is, you know, if he wanted to buy Nunez, and James is right, where he said, forget the fee, everyone pays a lot of money for players now, right? And that's fine. So guess what, Jurgen, Norbert? Bench him. Don't change your whole fucking system for this one man. And you said it as well, Mons. Right. You've changed Mo Salah's whole game. You've changed your whole team's whole game for someone that, like Lee called him, a dud at the moment. Like, you know what? Right now with City, you could say Pep's changed it slightly, but you know what? Fuck it, because Haaland scored 12 goals in 7. So we cannot go at Pep changing the system. But Norbert, you changed the system for. I think Darwin can come good, but for right now, you've changed Mo Salah from a gunman to a man with a fucking plastic sword, right? For Darwin Nunez, and that is on Klopp. Lee's spot on. It's on Klopp. It's his decision.
I've said this bare times about Darwin Nunez, and I've been attacked for it day in, day out. But I've given up on that train now because I think only those you don't see must feel. As I said, he dropped a player today and dribbled into him. As I said, that guy's a dud. Like Lee, I'm sure you know how long I've been talking down a man's name for. Yeah, I stopped for a little bit. I stopped for a little bit because it got to the point where, like, all right, you know what? Everyone knows my opinions on my man. Let me just, if he scores, I'll celebrate.
You don't look like you're being toxic. I get it. I
don't want to overdo it.
And you have. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying in general, I'm just saying, Klopp needs to. And then just when I go back to the delusion thing with the likes of Wenger, he didn't know what he was doing anymore. He bought Lacazette. 6 months later, he bought Aubameyang. How does that make sense? And unfortunately,
and benching Lacazette for 6 months,
and then benching him for another 6 months afterwards. Yeah. And yet, unfortunately, as godly as Klopp is to Liverpool fans, he needs to hold that big fat ball underneath his hat, and he needs to understand. He needs to understand that unfortunately, there's no getting around this. He's effed up massively, and there's only one way that he needs to get out, bro. I'm telling you, sell him and get your money back, or do something, because he is never gonna work for you. Because the reason why people are gonna say that he does not as bad. Listen, the guy is horrible. He's a horrible footballer. He's not good at playing football. So no matter what system you put him in,
who are you talking about, Seth?
Nunez.
Nunez. You're never gonna get what you want from him. He's not good enough. I said this. He's a panic buy. You might have been looking for him, but as soon as they caught wind on Man City really going for Haaland, you knew we were going to get him.
Origi's better than him, bro.
Of course he is. 100%. And my problem is, as I keep saying, is that Liverpool fans in general, these top reds, are looking at Klopp saying he can't do no wrong. They're looking all at the ball. They're looking at Salah and saying he can't do no wrong. And for me,
like Thiago's father, because in my head it's like you can't do no wrong, bro. In man's head, like that. My anger like stems from that stream so much because
I can tell you.
My anger stems, bro, from that stream because, like, I feel like I'm even going crazy still talking about it.
You know what, Monts? Here's the thing, that everyone needs to do. I'll be honest, it's quite easy for me at the moment.
Just wait till next week.
Can't wait. It's easy for us because our fan base, we're pretty. We have less content creators, and we're all pretty much on the same page generally, but like you're all trying to. This is my issue with Liverpool's fan base and with You know what? I think Arsenal's fan base are actually pretty much generally, apart from one or two, all together, right? But Liverpool and Man United's fan base.
You're on mute.
Lee, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, only right now. Yeah.
But right now you are. But Liverpool and Man United, like, sometimes it's funny to me when I watch it because you all want the same thing, but you're arguing, and it's like, why are you arguing? Sometimes I'll be honest, there's problems that just stem from the British society. I'm not going to say what it is, but there's problems that I think certain people don't like other people for reasons nothing to do with football, and they're trying to find a way to bring that into this world. But like, you all want the same thing. You want the best for Liverpool, but like Lee said, you're just swinging out in whatever direction because you don't know who to blame. So, like, I get Thiago's father is a football coach, so he's looking at it from a very, like, technical side, and that's what he's saying. You're looking at it maybe a bit more step back, but bro,
I'll let you finish. Listen, he knows his stuff, bro. He knows his stuff.
What did Thiago's dad say? What did he say? I don't get it.
Bro, he goes on like there's nothing. He said there's nothing wrong with the system.
There's nothing wrong with Thiago's dad.
Yes, so there's nothing wrong with the system,
and literally, Thiago's dad. Fuck it, why not?
To take the narrative away from Liverpool playing bad and start giving all the other teams credit, and said that we didn't play awful against Fulham. And
I love this because them two are dickheads. So I love this picture, by the way.
And that teams have to be extremely clinical to go and beat Liverpool. Liverpool, no, they don't. When you're giving away 7-8 counter attacks a half, not a game, a half.
Have you seen your running, by the way?
System.
Have you seen your running?
To cater for fucking Darwin Nunez, and you're telling me.
Have you seen your running? Have you seen your running next 5 games?
Yes, I have, bro.
You don't want to come to us, bro. You don't
want to come to the Etihad, bro.
Hear the excuses, bro. Hear what man are saying, fam.
Right, you don't want Brighton coming to your ground, bro.
Hear what man are saying, that other teams are playing well. Do you know how easy it is to beat Liverpool? You're getting 7-8 counter attacks per half, and you're telling me there's nothing too bad wrong with the system. Are you crazy?
Can I ask you a question though? Can I ask you a question though? Like, real quick, yeah.
Must be mad.
What is going on with Trent and VVD? Because it's been for like even the end of last season, yeah. Like it's mad weird. Like, they're making bare mistakes. Like, Van Dijk's just sticking his bum out. You've got like Trent. But
Guna, that's we know these men are not done up for good. Like, obviously, right now they're moving tired, bro. But can we just stop and like, can you man as rival fans tell me there's nothing wrong in my system? Tell me.
No, but hold on. No. Don't do that because let's be fair, right? This is where I have to stand here and go, well, you know what? Because you lot love to question, not you, Monts, but Liverpool fans love to question our defence, right? They love to say that our defence only look good because of the midfield in front of them. Your midfield has folded, and now all of a sudden your defence looks dog shit, right? So I'm not saying your defence is dog shit, but I'm saying hold the same fucking energy, right? Maybe you do also need to be quite good at defending, even with a good midfield in front of you.
I hear you.
And like the one that I will say is that you lot, that not you, but certain people have done, and it's a similar thing to Chelsea fans always do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, last week on Coppish, Lewis, I did that last week. Lewis, I love Lewis to bits, but it was like he wants perfection. And he's not willing to say that Chelsea should challenge till he literally sees perfect manager, perfect player in every position, every player in the squad. And I think I can speak on behalf of every fan base that our biggest issue with Chelsea's fan base is no.
Bitches, basically.
You can't spend your whole summer telling me you've got 3 world-class players in every single position, right? And then the season kicks off. You get a couple of injuries and you start saying, oh, we're having to play this man. And it's like, bro, 3 weeks ago, that man had won the Champions League, is the best player in the world and whatever. Now you're moaning about playing him. And this is what I must admit I've heard on Gomez, because a lot of Liverpool fans built up in their heads, that through Gomez's injuries, all of a sudden we're missing Gomez massively. Gomez is like this elite defender. Gomez ain't never been no elite fucking defender, right? People saying he walks into England's defence. England's defence is shit, but Gomez don't walk into England's defence. And tonight, we saw how shit Gomez is. Gomez is not an elite defender. If anything, Gomez has probably been saved for seasons.
Can I just say one thing though? Can I just say one thing on that? Yeah, I'm not a Joe Gomez kind of big fan like that, but bro, I have to kind of give him a little bit of a slack because he's come off such a big injury. So
I'm not going at him. I'm going at the fan base. He's looking like he's fucking Van Dijk's cousin.
I know, but all I'm saying is that with some players, it does take them a bit of time. And the reason why I can sympathize a tiny bit with it is because we had Aaron Ramsey, and he came off some real big injuries. And Aaron Ramsey, to me, when he was fully fit and flying, he was a quality attacking player.
Lee. So when Gomez was fully fit before he got these injuries, was he absolutely flying?
Yeah,
I have to give it to you. He was a lot better than that.
No, absolutely flying.
And you know me. I don't like Liverpool, so I'll be honest. You won
the league off of Gomez. Gomez won you the league.
No. You're being.
So he wasn't flying.
Bro. But he was flying, bro. When we won the league and the Champions League, Gomez was
never
immense,
was.
bro.
There we go. This sums it up. You've just put yourself in with them, man. That spoke him up. He was quite cool. Flying.
Bro, I've not spoken him up, bro. I watched him very closely because when he was playing, I was the one who thought, no, Matip should be playing. But then when he started getting, so when no, this was just, I always thought he was a better right back before he moved to the centre back position. This was my opinion on him back in the day.
Agreed. 100% agree with that.
When he went centre back, I was a little bit like, all right. But then obviously I knew it was his original position before he got the move and that. But I was thinking, nah, this guy might as well just stay right back because Trent hadn't really come through yet. Like, Klein was just steady. Like I was thinking, he could just be a
better. Klein was doing balloons in Marbella, bro.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question though? Yeah. When you say that the sort of system isn't working, are you saying it's not working because there's injuries, or you're taking the piss?
Cheers, Soups.
Are you saying that the system's not working because
because of injuries?
Are you saying that the system's not working because the players are missing? Or are you saying that you just want a new system? Because you know what, you're gonna hate me, right? But I'm not willing to say the system's not working.
Who's Johnny in the corner that hasn't been here the whole show?
With people playing correctly, because at this moment in time, we can't judge the system when your players are doing dumb stuff and you've got injuries. That is a fair point,
bro. Mo Salah has been moved to a touchline winger to accommodate for a dud.
That's the key. That is the key.
To accommodate for a dud, bro. We had Arthur on the bench, a new and fit centre mid capable of playing in the midfield. That is also moving as a collective dud. A collective dud. But the manager decides to start a 36-year-old who gave away a penalty and got a yellow card in the first 7 minutes and stayed on at half-time rather than being subbed off with Thiago and Arthur on the bench. Now, and then I can hold on, by the way, with the system, man, we could talk about the system, but we've had 70% possession. Do you know what possession stats were at half time?
Didn't you have like 50% or 60%?
65%.
Yeah, that's mad.
We should have been 4-0. We should have been 5.
Hold on, what do you mean by you should have been no?
It should have been 5-0 at half time.
They had a goal line clearance. I saw that. That was good. That was
like Alisson saved the penalty. Like made a clearance off the line. It should have been 5-0.
Oh my god, that's mad. This guy's mad.
Your savior.
Like,
Arthur.
As I said, man, could do what they want to do in it. But as I said, man, are still avoiding Mr. Thiago Favre's
crazy, man.
And Jamie. And everyone out there that was going on. Right,
I just forgot that is his meme as well, isn't it? That is Arthur's hand that we've seen for all these years.
All I'm saying is on a serious note, bro. On a serious note, like, you can't tell me the system's working and start giving credit to other teams, fam. You can't give credit to other teams and like as I said, you're giving away multiple counter attacks per half, bro. It's not that hard to beat us. And as I said, like I respect every man, every Liverpool. Most Liverpool men that I do content with, I respect your opinion to do content with you. If I don't respect your opinion, I'll either bring you on my channel to laugh at you, and I don't do that because I think that's just a mad thing to do. So I've never done that. So I respect everyone that comes on as a Liverpool fan to a certain degree. But when I call bullshit when I hear it. I don't care.
Oh, you were pissed off on Monday. I can tell you were pissed off.
Bro, I was pissed off because man, them weren't trying to hear the real, and those who don't hear must feel, bro. That's all it is. That's all it is. When I feel like I'm going crazy, I want to be proved wrong because I don't want to be the crazy one. But
I'm loving being proved wrong about Haaland because I was the one that was like, we need to be cautious with this man because
listen, nobody on this.
But that's perfect. But that's what I mean. You want to be you want to be proved wrong. I wanted to be proved wrong. But when man are telling me what they told me, and when I'm trying to call it out, man are going, nah, Mont. I'm like, I understand when you're a football coach or whatever, and you have your tactical view.
I mean, no names, but.
No. I'm talking about Thiago's father, bro. I'm saying I understand as a tactician, I can see the knowledge that man has. I can see the knowledge he possesses, bro. But
the interesting thing is,
I'm sorry. That I have to get this off my chest. That put him on some sort of high horse to think that he was onto something. He wasn't on piss with that opinion, bro. He wasn't on piss, bro. With that
what it
opinion.
is though? Here's the interesting thing though. What he was speaking is almost like what is going on in Klopp's head, right?
Literally. And what are you man thinking of Klopp right now? What are you not thinking of Klopp right now? What's every logical fan, because obviously there's still others that think Klopp knows it all. What's every logical fan thinking right now of Jurgen Klopp? He was sounding just like Jurgen Klopp, bro.
He was, and that's the coach.
And that's why you man laugh at us, because we have an excuse. Liverpool fans have an excuse for everything, fam. Have an excuse for everything.
No, but like, let me tell you one thing about just why I hate Liverpool fans. It's because they make their own bittersweet stories to make it seem like it's them against the world. They literally cry about absolutely everything. Most Liverpool fans are actually pathetic. They're actually bitches. I'm not gonna lie to you. They cry about everything. When they don't get their way with something, all they do is talk about the same shit over and over again. Yeah, and unfortunately,
our fan base is annoying. I think we're up there. We are up there with Arsenal and United. I think those are the three fan bases.
Yeah. Of course. Like, and that's an issue because at the end of the day, no one's against you. Yes, you get things that have happened in the past, which we all can kind of accept and acknowledge as being quite sad and upsetting. Oh my God, Mo Salah.
It's his cousin.
Drake.
No, it's Drake, bro. This is when Drake.
He's in Turks and Caicos currently with Drake. He's been there for weeks, apparently.
Do you not know what happens when Drake takes a picture of a Liverpool fan?
Yeah, there's some like madness where they
every time he takes a picture, the team just starts fucking up.
Yeah.
He don't know about us yet, so we good.
I just think for you, right? I just think like genuinely, you need to kind of really look at Klopp. You really need to look at some of your big game changers. You need to look at Fabinho because he looks like he's, I don't even know, running in quicksand.
He looks like he's got no bone marrow left in his knees, bro.
Yeah, nothing.
He is turning slower than.
How old is he, by the way?
27. I think, or maybe he's just turned 28.
Who?
Fabinho is 28 or 27, bro.
Right, okay. Whoa.
No. But in football age, he's probably like 32, 33. Though.
No. Fuck football age, bro. No. We're not talking Firmino. You said Fabinho, yeah?
I said Fabinho.
Fabinho is how old?
He turned 28. No, it's 28. Yeah, it's 28.
All right, sorry. I'm going to say this right now, yeah? Because I've been having this debate thinking he was an older man. Anyone that ever tries to put him on this Fernandinho, bro, Fernandinho last season was 37 fucking years old, right? 37 years old. He dragged us over the line because all our defense was injured. Like, I watched him away to Atletico Madrid.
West Ham.
Come on and boss a game for 20 minutes and then be blowing out of his arsehole, but drag us over the line. Then after that, all our defense was injured. He was having to be our fucking runner. He was 37, yeah? He was having to be our centre-back runner, right, to do it for the team and drag us over
who's
the
ever
line.
compared Fabinho to Fernandinho? Who's ever
Bro,
done that?
your whole fan base is like, Fabinho's better than Fernandinho. Bro, don't...
But when Fabinho was moving fake, Fernandinho was like 36, fam. Like, what? That's just a dumb comparison.
But no, but it's been happening, bro.
Fernandinho when he's like 29
but
or
this
28.
is the thing. People compare... When people are comparing Rodri to Fabinho, I say, no. Rodri's been in the Premier League for 2.5 years and he's younger, right? Leave Rodri the fuck alone. If you want to compare your DM, compare him to Fernandinho, yeah? Compare him to that man. Don't do it to Rodri. He's only been in... Because I thought Fabinho was an elder. Like, he's that age and he's already looking knackered, bruv. Fuck off. By the time he's 33, he's going to be in a wheelchair, bruv. What?
Do you not think with Fabinho? Do you not think with Fabinho at all those
injuries? I see why you're quiet. Laggimus Prime. I think he left with too cool.
You're lucky I'm so hot. You're lucky I'm so hot at my fellow Liverpool fans that I didn't even have time to cuss you bums as well, fam. You're lucky, fam.
I can't believe, and I rate Fabinho, but I thought he was older, so I thought, you know what, I understand why his legs might be going. Legs can't be going.
Football age, he's older though, man. You got to like he gets played every game. He's like 34.
So did Fernandinho for years, bro.
Yeah, but
this is what I'm saying. It's relevant.
The way Liverpool run is a bit mad still, man.
But you know what it is, Lee? There's one thing that I'm already sensing this season, and this season is going to be the season that we all see it, right? We always kids played Championship Manager when I was young. Then it might have been, is it still Championship Manager now or Football Manager, whatever the fuck it's called, right? And you do scouting and you look at every attribute, yeah? And like, there's attributes that people just don't give a shit about that are the most important fucking attributes. Mentality, availability, right? Availability is not a myth. Not only on the fact that, like, and that's where Thiago, yeah, the fact that, all right, when he comes back, there's no run-in time. He's just back because he's elite, yeah? But availability is key, not only just to having that player on the pitch, but also, do you know how fucking annoying it is to a defense to keep having to change because of one personnel that keeps, like, and I'll be honest, I'm talking about John Stones for me, that John Stones, the one season John Stones stayed fit, him and Diaz had the best season. John Stones, for me, when he's fit, is very, very, very good. He's getting better with age. He's getting rid of his... But I can't sit here and say it doesn't piss me off that we keep having to change our centre-backs and change the way we play because you have to understand how you move as a line. So availability... So at 27, if your DM's availability is beginning to get a bit... then you know what? It's relevant. It's as much availability. It's as much an attribute as someone's finishing ability. Because if someone's not available, someone can't tell me, oh, but they're amazing. They're not. If they're playing 10 games a season, that's not amazing. And this is the season we're going to see it with everyone, because this is a season we're all going to be stretched, because all of us are trying to do stuff in Europe. Arsenal are trying to do stuff in Europe. Chelsea will want to do stuff in Europe. Tottenham think they can. With that manager, they can't do stuff in Europe. Liverpool, that's your bread and butter. So we're all going to be stretched. So availability is key. That is going to be what decides who wins the trophies.
James Milner's got availability. James Milner's got availability.
Yeah, real talk, he has. But
can I ask you?
His ability is not quite as good, but he tries hard. So
yeah, can I ask you? If you don't make it through the Champions League group stage, where's your thinking with that? Because I'm not gonna lie, if against quality teams, I genuinely don't see how you win games, because most Salah's
score goals. I don't see how we score goals.
Mo Salah's not the guy right now. Let's just say that. I'm not saying he's not that guy, but he's not right now. He's not doing the things he needs to do to drag you across the line. Nunez is okay. Let me say that he's still adapting. Diaz is a good player, in my opinion. He's not the greatest finisher. He's not consistent with it. And then you've got your midfield that you're missing a lot of players. Jota's just returning from injury. So I just don't see where you consistently get enough goals or you score goals. So I just want to know, like, where's your head at if you kind of?
Oh, his head's gone. His head's
I
gone.
wouldn't even. I wouldn't answer that question today, fam.
Well, I mean, if you want to switch sides, bro,
to be asking me that question, bro. Like, I'm gonna be so real. I don't see us scoring goals. I've got smoke for every when the Liverpool show next happens. I have smoke for every single player, apart from Alisson and apart from
Diaz. Alisson deserves it. Fully.
And Diaz, as I said, Diaz and Alisson can get on the plane home. The rest of them can walk.
What about Harvey Elliott?
He can get a cab.
Yeah, I don't think he's been.
By the time he gets to the French border, when he gets to the French borders, the cab can hop on the ferry over to Plymouth, and then he can.
You know what? The one thing I will say is, I said this earlier on.
He's got to drive from Plymouth to Liverpool, bro. Damn.
Well,
with no music, no headphones, no music.
Just talk sport, and it's going to be fucking. It's going to be Trevor Sinclair on there when he's driving.
Talk sport, telling them how Jurgen Klopp is still is doing all this amazing stuff. Let me just read this comment. Big up, Monts. After this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing hope.
Yeah. Same. Can I just say one thing? Lee just touched on it, and I spoke on this earlier on. Like, for me, teams like Liverpool, teams like Real Madrid, and teams like Bayern Munich, for my club to win the Champions League, we need these type of teams. People need to take advantage right now and get them the fuck out of this competition, because you allow these teams with heritage to get to the knockout stages, different ball game. We need to get these teams out right now, because I'll say this, for City to win the Champions League, we need to face someone like PSG in the final, someone that hasn't won it yet, because then it could be very interesting. But we all know that if Liverpool get through this, scrape through this, if somehow they get a pass and get through this, I mean, we're only one game in, but if Liverpool get through this, you will come alive in the later stages, because it's what you do. You've won Champions Leagues when you've been worse than this. So,
yeah, I guess so. A long time ago, but yeah.
Apparently, Trent has got 2 assists in like 7 months, by the way.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
That's what someone said to me earlier on.
That is not true.
Bro, like I said, Ty on the stream at Soups, was it 7 months? Yeah. Yes. Ty said earlier, and he does know his shit. Ty's not a troller. He's someone that generally talks his shit.
No.
7 months of
I had in my fantasy
football being played.
What?
Is that of football being played? 7 months of football being played.
Bro, I don't know. He said that. Like, go away, Google it. If he's wrong. But he just said that stat. It's come from somewhere, but I'm pretty certain he doesn't just come out with things out of his head. So it wasn't me saying it. Someone said it to me. I was like, no way.
You see, this is what, again, I go on about it. Look at Zaberi. Lee buried a chicken foot with Salah's name on it. Again, you can bum lick this guy all you want. You have your tongue so far up his arse that you two are tonguing from the inside out. I'm going to tell you over and over and over again, Zaberi, I don't care if you don't like it, my brother. Salah is not the guy that you want to hang your hat on. He isn't the guy that I'm handing the keys over for the franchise. I'm sorry. He scores goals, but I see too many games like Fulham. I see too many games like Crystal Palace. I see too many games like Everton. So yes, he's got amazing goal scoring stats. Big up to him. But to me, he's never going to be a good Premier League great. He's never going to be that guy. I don't think he's that guy. But look, the numbers are there. You look and go off numbers all you want, bro. You look and go off numbers all you want. But I'm telling you now, when I think about Salah, I think about that Fulham game. When I think about Salah overall, I think about that Fulham game where Mama did nothing for the whole game, but somehow gets an assist, somehow gets a goal. And the goal he got was almost like some stupid deflection, like dodgy touch.
I mean, the games where he's played amazingly and got no GA. Obviously, like no one ever talks about those because when you're so good at something. People only hold you to that.
Of course. But there are.
I just want to go back and forth about Salah because I'm never.
You have to admit though. You do have to admit though. More time than not.
You've just been waiting for a long time to say this.
But more time in the game, if he doesn't score on it or assist in most games, he is very, very on the edge and on the periphery of games.
Nope.
All right.
He's the outlet, bro.
You know what?
Outlet
So,
for a long
just a quick one. Has Trent got any assists this season?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
You sure?
Against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
One assist. Yeah. Right. So Trent
He got two.
He got two, didn't he?
Has he got two? So in that case, Trent. So Ty, you were wrong. Trent's had 5 assists in the last 7 months.
Which for a right back isn't good.
No, it's not bad. It's not. But to his numbers, but it's not. I've just had a quick look. If he's got 2 this season, no, it might be 4 actually. If he's got 2 this season, he got.
Actually, I don't even know. In fact, maybe in terms of registered assists, I don't know. You know, didn't you get Bournemouth?
Assists is an assist, bro. You can't be assists is an assist. You can't be doing registered assists. We can't be doing that.
I'm trying to think.
By the way, let me be clear. I'm not a numbers person. I'm just saying what someone told me, so I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Is Ty right? Soups is on it now. Ty's right, apparently. Listen, I'm not saying that defines Trent. I think Trent is a very good defender. I think Trent is a very good system player, not defender.
No, he has a goal. He has a goal.
Oh, no, bro. The goal's not an assist, bro.
No, I'm saying he scored. No, he scored the goal against Bournemouth. He didn't actually get the assist.
So he has got
the own goal. I thought he assisted one. I thought he's got an assist from a corner, but he didn't. He didn't still. Yeah.
So he didn't confirm. So he's had 2.
But one thing I would say about that, Trent has put crosses and through balls on plates, man, and they've just been missing bears.
Grealish doesn't get that same fucking narrative, so I'm not hearing it.
No, but
if people don't score, bro, the GA merchants are out there, bro, and they come for us, bro. When we do content, we have to be ready for right back, by the way.
The GA merchants can be there for a right back because that all right, but
no, not when you're Trent, bro, because his whole career is based on GA. So we have to be consistent. If his whole career is based on GA, then we have to be consistent and base right now on GA. So again, I rate Trent, but for the GA merchants, it is what it is. 2 in the last 7 months confirmed.
So Trent's just a GA merchant.
I mean, to me, I think he's a lot more. But to the GA merchants on Twitter,
we're not gonna have a general fans conversation because
I don't think. Anyway, I don't think Trent is the person that you should be beating any kind of stick with at the end of the day. I think Trent's had some really good games and Trent's had some really bummy games. But for me, I'm still gonna go back to the man. Even if you want to say that Salah is the guy, he's got 5 non-penalty goals in the last 27 games. It's mad. It's mad. He's
also got 1 golden boot in your goat. It's mad.
Listen.
First 100 games, he was inactive for 4 games.
The stats are there. Fantastic. But I still want to.
You just gave me a stat. So if you give every stat you give me, I'll give you a better one.
Let me tell you. What did you say? He's got how many golden boots less than my goal?
1.
And he's never. I can tell you now. Everything in my bank account, he's never ever going to get another golden boot. I can guarantee you.
Mo's had so little highlights this season. He went and got his hair done. Mad.
Well, he needs to cut that blonde stuff off. I can't lie.
Well, that's his highlights this season. That's his highlights.
Those are the only highlights he's got. Those are the only highlights.
Monch, I want to make it clear what I've said to you, bro, because you know me. I always back my team. I'm telling you now, Salah's never getting golden boot again. So you can kiss that stat by as well.
That's fine. That's fine.
Look, he's your goal. So of course, if you was to cuss Henry when he was in his pomp.
Why is he wearing a sweatband when he's not working one?
That's as I said. I'm not going to go back and forth with Salah. As I said, he's done enough damage to you, man.
So it's not on Salah. It's not on your GA merchant. Now it's not
on everyone. It's on everyone. It's on everyone. I'm not going to single out one player. I'm going to single out. It's on everyone, bro. It's on everyone. It would be silly to single out one player.
Except for Alisson.
with the super chat.
Did you say that when
Alisson gets a pass? He's the one who gets a pass for now. Alisson gets a pass.
Did you say that about Aubameyang when he was getting all that money? And did people say that about Ozil when he was getting all that money?
That man couldn't lay salaries, please.
No. But I'm asking because if in comparison, your top earner is meant to be your breadwinner, the person that's getting you the goals, the person that's winning you the game.
Yes.
So I'm asking again.
You keep trying to push the Salah. We're not gonna agree, fam. Like we're not gonna agree, bro.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Just
you,
like
I'm asking.
I mean, he's just being consistent.
Hope he stays like this for the rest of his career, because I will be at your neck the second he starts firing again. I'll be at your neck.
Massive pause.
You see, look, there it is.
No, I'm just gonna say
just like love him so much. That's why.
Not because I love him so much, because again, you've waited till now to highlight it as much.
What is that?
Months, that's the biggest lie. I have been on his neck. Everyone will tell you this because
when he had like 25 goals in like 17 games.
Yeah, I agree. He's earned a bit of slack, to be fair to him, because De Bruyne needed it. But look,
like, I'm not saying
I've always said the Grealish signing, 100 million. I understand. Like, I will try and defend him, but I understand more people will go at him. 100 million, so people will speak.
Yeah, I understand.
So Salah,
bro. I understand.
Salah, people will question.
But what Goodally
signed a contract and form's dipped.
It's mad. But no. I'm saying, bro, Salah's playing shit. He's not looking great. Is there context to it? You've actually alluded to some of the context to it. So I hear it.
Yeah, there is context to it.
So I hear it.
Why people have the spotlight on it.
I understand, but when you're an elite footballer, context falls on deaf ears, bro. You're an elite baller. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? But to say man is just a goal scorer, for me, it's obscene. Mm-hmm. For me, that's obscene.
Because that is all that he is. Because I asked you when you can't tell me.
Well, I'm not mad at the Salah thing. I'll be honest though. I've come on and literally said people stop talking on Trent because he's young and because you know what, he is a system player. When people say he's not a system player, I'm like, fuck off. There's nothing wrong with being a system player, and Trent is an elite system player. But when his whole thing is always fired back about his assists, and then when assists get mentioned, all of a sudden, but it's not all about assists. Sorry, it's been all about assists. That's what you've built his whole fucking career on, yeah? Now man is saying it's not about assists. All right, what's it about then? Is defense ability. Are we now actually going to do that? Because we can do that if people really want to do that on Trent.
I just think when you look at it objectively, yeah, when hold on.
Assad, please, let's not be stupid.
Hang on, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
You see what? Hold on. Put it back up there. I want to read it properly. I said, Lee, let's talk about Saka's poor start to the season. Firstly, he doesn't earn £350,000. So, Assad, I want you to connect.
He's your star boy, though, no?
No, he's not.
Why isn't he starring?
Hold on.
Are you comparing a star boy with like your elder?
No. I'm talking about the best player in your team. The guy that if he don't score,
he's not the best player in our team, though. But he's not the best player in our team.
He's the best attacker in your team, bro.
He's not, Mons, man.
No, he's not. He's not better than Jesus.
Now that you bought in Jesus, you're seeing the
okay. So yes, but no, it's not. Okay, Mons. Hear what I'm trying to say to you. I'm putting.
Or is that reactionary?
No, Mons. It's not, because I'm trying to explain to you that I've done this for months and years. I'm trying to explain to you, Mons, that I'm holding the same standard that every single person does when it was Aubameyang, if it was Haaland, when it's De Bruyne, when all of these people are earning big money, and you need to come in.
I'm sorry. If De Bruyne has 3 bad games in a row, he's not getting the slander that Salah gets. Impossible.
Because he doesn't have 3 bad games in a row, bro.
No, there have been times where he has.
Go through and find them. Please find them for me.
How about this? I've had to tell people before. De Bruyne can take as many shit games as he can take 5 shit games if he wants to, bro.
Bro, listen, bro. Hold on. You're talking about when De Bruyne came back, yeah, from an injury. He wasn't on 350 bags a week. We're talking about on 350 bags a week, right? That's the difference. That's what we're talking about. We're not. Let's keep the goalposts exactly where they are. And we're talking about when someone gets 350 bags a week, do they drop their levels?
This is what
And
you're not
De Bruyne
getting.
has not dropped levels. When he dropped them, he wasn't on
When did De Bruyne
350.
sign his contract? Because he was on decent money before that as well. One of the highest earners of the club before that as well. It's not about 350. It's about being the highest earner in the team, bro. That's the narrative. Salah's the highest earner.
De Bruyne has not had 5 bad games in a row. Hasn't.
I didn't say, bro. I didn't say he had 5 bad games in a row. But when De Bruyne drops,
you said if, but the if isn't there, move De Bruyne.
When De Bruyne came back from that injury, there were times De Bruyne was looking invisible, bro. And Bernardo Silva was way better than him, bro. Way better than him, bro. But at the end of the day, bro. Huh? Pardon?
He wasn't playing badly though.
No, but my point is,
like, narrative last season that apparently De Bruyne didn't come good till February. Go and check it out how he's winning games for us in like October.
When there's a drop off from these elite players, personally, my opinion's always been the same. Whether it's KDB, whether it's Salah, whether it's give me another top player that's on a lot of money. It could be any of them, bro. It could be any of them. Like
Ronaldo.
At the end of the day, huh?
Ronaldo.
oh please. Oh please. No one on the Manchester, no one on the red side of Manchester will be talking about them, man. But when it comes to them, those guys, they are allowed to have a drop off.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Salah is allowed to have.
Not robots. Like if you have 5 elite seasons, you're allowed to be shit for a little bit, bro.
But here's my thing, Mons. This is my thing. I agree with you, and I started when I came on here saying, for me, if I was Salah, I'd be getting pissed off, right? Because Klopp has changed the way he's using Salah for Nunez, right? The key is, if he needs to change that back to how it was before Salah's form dips forever, he needs to do that, right? Because you've changed it for something that isn't working. Like I said at City, we've changed the way it was for Haaland. While it's working, I can't knock Pep for that. If Haaland wasn't working, I've always said there needs to be certain games that we revert back to the false nine because it worked, right? Klopp needs to revert back at some point if it doesn't come good. Otherwise, he loses Salah forever. And that's it.
Bro, as I said, that's what we both agree on, bro.
Yeah.
If you keep playing this man as a touchline, chalk on your boots type of thing, we are done out here, bro. Because who the fuck are you accommodating for? Because our next best goal scorer after Mo Salah was Sadio Mane, and he's not here no more. And your next best goal scorer after that is Diogo Jota. And when he's not scoring, that's the guy that Gunali actually thinks Salah is, by the way, with Diogo Jota. And the next person in line is Luis Diaz, who only tries to get clean contact with a football and doesn't actually strike it cleanly. And the next guy after that is Darwin Dud Nunez.
Okay, so can you tell me the amount of poor finishes that Salah's had this season? What has that got to do with anything else? Because that's just poor finishing, isn't it?
What?
So Salah, the amount of poor finishing that he's had this season.
Poor finishing? He's had 6. He's had 7 shots on target in the league.
Yeah, but some of the shots and some of the opportunities he's had,
in the Bournemouth game, that's it. Okay, the other games, Donny's barely shot, bro. Donny's been doing some dumb stuff on the touchline when he's not that guy.
Hold on. Let me land. Okay, but the 2 finishes. Let's go to the 2 finishes against Bournemouth then, where he missed 2 open goals.
Bro, he's been doing that even when he's on fire though. Salah's missed worse sitters than that, bro.
You know what?
It's way worse.
It's sad. It's sad, as I said. For me, I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to keep it.
Have you not seen him do that when he's on fire? He's on fire, by the way.
Not like that. So for me, I'm just going to keep it like that. It's sad that you're in this predicament. It's sad that you just can't see the forest between the leaves and the trees. And look, the more you do it, I'm happy, man. Like the more you keep defending him, I can't wait, bro. Because as I said, with Salah in your team,
I'll be honest, Lee, I do appreciate, Lee, how I'm going to be watching this, because the one thing I will say about you, Lee, is you generally do seem to be quite. I mean, from what I hear, you're not consistent with the club you support.
Consistency doesn't mean right, by the way.
But he's consistent on Tuchel, and I've defended Tuchel, to be fair. So let's see. I'm going to be watching this Salah thing. Right now I'm saying he's earned.
Check the group chat. Check the group chat. I said on the 22nd of June, Liverpool were going to struggle this season. I said Arsenal are getting third. I said we might even push me, and I said we're finishing above Liverpool. Look, we'll see. Because everything I keep saying looks like it's coming to fruition. Everything I keep saying, and people move like I don't know what I'm talking about. People move like I don't know football. All these little kiddie little Liverpool fans, they're little girls, they're little kids crying in the chat. You can't mention nothing about Salah. You can't say nothing about Salah without people start crying in the chat. Listen, you don't keep him.
You can criticize Salah, but then you can't come up with wild text and say he's just.
I'm gonna keep it here.
You know what, bro? That's poor.
Keep playing Salah, please. Bring him to the Emirates and keep playing Salah. That's what I can say.
Well, I think the difference is for me is keep playing him wide.
As a Bobby Arsenal fan who wins nothing, no Champions League, got 3 Premier Leagues, like no Champions Leagues, all of this crap that people keep loading at me. I'm telling you, please keep playing Salah. Play Nunez. That's where we're at.
The first time I met you, right, you said to me, I need to have a chat with you about the Champions League.
Keep playing it. Because your man comes in and starts bigging out and talking his chest about.
You're doing a general Liverpool fan thing with me, innit? That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I tell you what, bro. Your guy came out and said outright.
Bro, I've criticized Salah, but there's just a line with the criticism where I'll criticize Salah and say he's being shit, but I'm not gonna say all of a sudden he's just a goal scorer after doing what he's been doing for the last 5 years. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry.
And he's your goal.
What do you mean by push me, Wolf, in a second?
Oh, hi, Anonymous.
But let me read this out the super chat, by the way. He looks like he looks like he's fine. Richarlison on my mind. He's Tottenham's number 9 basic. Big up, Lewis. Thank you for the super chat and for your
Richarlison's proven me wrong so far, to be fair. So
yeah.
No. Sorry, we can't say that. We can't because it's still early. The same way how it's still early for Salah. You can't say anything about him.
Someone said, answer the question and don't run from it. Where were you, man, when Salah carried us and Mane went missing?
I agree with you. The season you lot didn't retain Salah, when everyone else went missing, Salah was elite. I'm not going to lie. This is why I say that Salah has earned it. He's earned the same way that Klopp has earned it. You can't be the people that saying Klopp out. Calm down.
I'm going to answer this very straight and very plain for everybody. I'm trying to explain to you people. There has been moments of quality from Salah. I've never denied that. I've given you examples.
The moments of quality.
I've explained to you
that is crazy, fam. Donny's won it all. Even your GOAT never won it all, fam.
Moments of quality, you know.
Even your GOAT never won it.
Man is talking like Salah's percent maximum.
Man said moment of quality. You know your GOAT never won everything at your club at its pinnacle, bro.
But honestly, that is the maximum vibes.
Allow me, G. Allow me, because you know what it is. I'll start talking about Henry and how he don't score in big games. And all of that, we can do that, bro. We can do that. How many one-on-ones he missed in the one game where you was the closest to a European Cup you will never see in your lifetime? We can do this. But I'm not going to do this about Henry because he's better. He's better, innit? I won't do that with Henry.
No, you can.
As I said,
you won't do it. You'll do it about De Bruyne because De Bruyne's not better.
This is revenge. This is revenge for when we said Suarez had a better career than Henry, and then we were
surrounded by because I've been saying it for years.
Now.
Months. Okay, wait, months. I want to make a couple of things very clear to you, yeah? I've been saying this for years. I want to explain to you very clearly. I don't know if this is that my thing making that.
Someone's.
Yeah. Is it still there?
Yeah, still. Hold on. Let me mute myself.
Is it me?
I wanted to speak. Yeah, that's coming from your end. That's coming from your end. Might have to.
Look, as I've said to you, yeah, very clearly, bro. No amount of trophies at a club means that you are the Champions League. My man didn't even play in this. Is it the quarterfinals or semi-finals? I can't remember. Is it quarterfinals against Barcelona? Second leg.
He smacked us all the way up. He smacked brother was cooking all the way up.
All I'm trying to say to you is when you mention these, he's won all the trophies at a club. Bro, just because you win all the trophies, it doesn't mean you're the best player in the world. It doesn't mean that you're this guy. It doesn't mean
I never
You're
said that.
talking about my guy.
So don't mention it. So when we talk about a
I never
footballer,
said that.
because
I never said Salah was better than Henry.
okay, but you mentioned it. You mentioned it as like it's a huge fact. My point I'm trying to say to you,
Henry can just, as I said, you're trying to pick at an elite player.
No.
So I'm gonna pick. I can pick at Henry if I want to, bro. And the fact that his career is fabricated compared to Luis Suarez. But I'm not going to go into that and break that down.
You can do that. But as I said to you, what my main point is, and everyone can see what my main point is to you, and I want to make it very clear. This hasn't been 1 month. Because
Aguero is better than Henry, bro.
It's not been 1 year. It's not. No, it's not. It's not been 1 year.
It's not. Well. I agree with you.
You don't want to hear. People will never want to hear that, bro. Never want to hear
because
it.
It's not true. But you know what? Again, I don't. You know what? Do you know what the joke is? I don't care. I want you to understand that I've been saying this for 3-4 years.
Okay, fair enough. I understand your consistency of the opinion on Salah. I understand it, but it doesn't mean consistency doesn't mean you're right. Consistency just means I have to respect it. Like really, I'll always respect you, and I'll always respect your opinion. I'll always respect your football opinion. That's why I have you on my channel, and vice versa. But bro, there's just an agenda there. It's like I have an agenda on certain players. Man, them know I have a Jota agenda. I have a Diogo.
Oh, you've definitely got a Nunez agenda.
I have a Nunez agenda, bro. Yeah. But he's actually shit. He's actually. Do you know what? No, Nunez actually shit, bro. I can't even lie. But maybe I do have a Nunez agenda. I have agenda on certain players in it, and I'll be open with it. But you do have a Salah agenda. You do have a Salah agenda, bro.
If that's how you want to put it, I don't mind. But as I said,
don't talk to me about Liverpool. He's been stripping since he scored that volley against Tottenham. He's done fuck all as well. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, but all I want to say is nothing to do with Salah versus Henry. Genuinely nothing. I couldn't care less about it.
Fair enough. I know. I'm just hot. Right? My head's spinning and I'm hot because Liverpool is shit.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm just here for you right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready to, but I'm letting you vent because it will make you wake up in a better mood, man. We need to vent when we.
Bro, I'll be real. I've got to be up for work in less than 5 hours, and I swear to God. I swear, I might even take the day off work, bro. I'm mad, bro. You might have seen me calm down now, but as Corey said, I say this. Do you know what it is? The reason why Corey said when you go to bed and you stare at your roof, you're at the top at your roof when you're in bed tonight, and you know it's peak. Like I say this to the man when their team's in the mud because I've had it good so long lately. I always say you want to protect Varane, you want to protect, all your players or whoever team's in the mud. But when you go to bed tonight, and you're lying in bed and you're on your own, alone in your thoughts, and you're
thinking about Liverpool players.
You're thinking about your team. This is going to be me tonight. I'm pissed, bro. I've got to sit in the cab on the way to work tomorrow. Oh, it's peak, fam. This team are going to be...
I think about different things when I'm lying in bed alone at night. But trust me.
Listen, I need to make it.
Yeah, man, this stream's gone way overdue, innit? You lot just tell the people where
it's your therapy. We're here for you.
Guna, there's still 60 odd people. Ladimus, I'm so sorry you haven't had a chance to talk about Chelsea. I'm going to do a separate Chelsea show for you, man.
It's cool.
Why do we want to talk about Chelsea?
He's here for you, bro.
Ladimus, why does that sound so smug? Like you're smiling.
No, I'm saying Chelsea, we're good, man. Bro, I've been on so many streams today talking about Chelsea. I'm tired.
It's pointless. We don't need to talk about Chelsea no more. They're done now. Let's finish with them. They're shit.
We're done. Cool. We're still getting top 4, so I don't really care. All of this is.
I mean, we'll see. You do have that balance now.
It's so funny to me. It doesn't matter. We'll still get top 4. No.
I thought you were chatting absolute bollocks the other day, but now you might have new manager bounce. You might actually get top 4. To be fair, so.
Hey, with Tuchel, without Tuchel, top 4 is not that hard. We're not Arsenal.
Man, tell you what, Liverpool, watch out.
People where they can find you, by the way. Tell people where they can find you, bro.
I tell you what, no one in this chat's going to follow me after the Salah slander. I'll tell you that.
It's in the Liverpool channel. It's Big Six Bands. It's not a Liverpool channel, bro.
Listen, Goonally, come over there and come and cuss me. Say all the stuff you want to say over there. Goonally on YouTube, man. On Gooner.lee on Instagram, man. Come and find me and then cuss me out, bro.
Big up yourself. Obviously, man, always appreciate you coming on the channel. Daps, obviously, never a foul. Never a foul. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tune into Never a Foul tomorrow as well.
Make sure you follow the basic bands.
Yeah, subscribe.
Our stuff will be in the description. Just make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bants. And
yeah, appreciate it.
And Lee, I see you. I see you sat with the big boss as well. Salute.
Yeah, today. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Good leave doing, always doing big things. You lot, thank you very much for allowing me to get this off my chest. Thank you very much. I needed this.
You need a win, bro. That's what you need, to be fair.
I needed this. No, we're done here. We're done here. But we
Hey,
need
wait, Mons. You know you play us in a few games. You'll beat Chelsea, so that's fine.
Stop.
Nah, not with the new manager bounces.
You would have thought Liverpool and Chelsea would be the new mid-off. Can't believe it.
Oh my god, that hurts. Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, it hurts. A lot of us.
It's starting again.
Finalists of two cup of the FA Cup and the Capital One Cup to this.
Was it
but listen, big up everyone in the chat. Big up Assad. Big up Solo. Big up Samuel. You lot. I'm so much more in tune with the chat, but I've just been so angry. I've been so angry, and
like
obviously, and big up Ramel. Big up Jamie Phillips. Big up Thiago's father. Who else is in the chat? Who else was in that stream? Was there someone else in there? Was it Rams? Someone else is in there.
Rums.
No, I said Rums. Someone else is in that stream. But listen, as I said,
Corey was in it.
Corey, yeah, we want all the same things, and I was just screaming that you man made me look crazy, and those you do not hear must feel, and we felt. And even though I was right, it still feels the same. I still feel the same pain, even though I was right in what I said. So, yeah, we'll talk about this another time with Liverpool fans, a bit more therapy. I need to go to. We actually done out here. You man, it's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Pick up all the members. Take care. I'm gone.
Peace.